Show on the road. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Wednesday night stream, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Ghosts of Heroes community with your boy Ranger J 1999. Currently solo at the moment, but hopefully we'll have some folks joining us soon. What is it? Okay. Well, let's just get everything set up, shall we? This Desi Jingle Snarl should be here soon. I don't know where Troopers is, and I don't know where anybody is, but you got me, and that's good enough. And boy, do we have a lot to cover tonight. Chat set up as is efficient. Get all this crap turned off. There we go, and we are disco. Glad to have you guys here. You know the deal. Give you a greeting. Say hi to me. Say hi to all the other skewers. Let's shout everybody out. We appreciate you watching. You can watch anything else, but you're here with us, and we appreciate it very much. So I hope everyone's having a great hump day. Some stuff, y'all. Everything's good. Hello, Wolf Man. So Happy Up Ranger, Desi, and Skewers. Well, they're not here yet. Just doing checking some stuff. Hold on. We're doing it well. Okay. Come on. All right, we are good. Hey, Timmy Timas! Good evening, Ranger. Done with a long day driving at work, listening to you, and now in evening drinking time. Hell yeah, brother! I'm drinking a little gin myself. It has been a long day. We'll do our GSA tomorrow, as is tradition, and all that stuff. So join us on a Thirsty Thursday if you're here. But we got a big post. I mean, biggest post, tremendous post, unbelievable post. We got to cover today. We're going to go into depth on this new yesterday from Capital Games. Yes. So you haven't seen it. Yes. That what? Hold on. Troopers.
Sorry I'm late.
That's okay. We popped in and my things that went all weird, so give me a second. There you are.
Sorry, I should have let you know.
That's okay. So it's no big deal. So there you go. Hello, Neo Venom. Baby Yoda Ice says lots of reading nearly as long as the character kit. Pick just for me on Discord. Oh well, let me go check that out. I mean, I've seen pics. Let me see here.
Whoa.
Who chat? All right. Let me see here. Loading. Doing the loading thing. Oh, there you go. There you go. Getting that brewski in you. I like that stuff right there. Right there. Good to see you, Baby Yoda. They're watching you. But thank you, Timmy. Lou Dog over on YouTube says, "What's up, Ranger? What's up, Lou? Good to have you here." Yes, Neil Venom, Desi will be joining tonight. She's running a little behind because of work. Pop Chulo, I'm here. Can I tell dad jokes now? Now, Timmy says Modella. Oh, very nice. Drinking all fancy kind. I'm just simple gin, little gin and juice. Laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. You know, and as those kids say in them streets. What's new with you, Troopers? You ready for this big Gettysburg dress I'm getting ready to read?
I am very excited. All positive vibes tonight. Like, I'm no BS tonight. I want to talk about this. I'm engaged. I'm excited. I've been over this thing 6 times. But when you're like, yeah, we're going to go over it together, I'm like, bet. So I'm so excited.
Yes, once the Desi Jingle Snarf arrives, chaos will ensue as is tradition. So.
Okay.
Uh,
No, I'm trying to keep that to a minimal because I know there's a lot of
oh,
stuff, and I actually like
Oh, no, it has
wanna.
nothing to do with you. Desi Jingle Snarf is going to Desi Jingle Snarf. And there's not anything you or I or anybody else can do. She is a Chaos Goblin.
Mhm.
She admits it freely. And yeah. Oh, Lou Dog says I'm having a little Stella over here tonight. Very nice. Say hello to Stella for me. How about a Ross for you? Can I have one of those? No. No dad jokes, no Ross reviews. We got too much stuff to cut, dude. But if you do, you know when to join in. You know when to do it. So, and then we'll let Desi do the jingle schnarf message of the day. If you want to see me drink shoeies and all that other stuff, you know what to do. Hit the exclamation shoey in the chat, and it should pop up the link to the PayPal. It goes to supporting all my stuff I do for costuming. We just did the mall thing last Friday, raised a buttload of money for charity, and so yes. I wish I could say it was going to Hookers and Blow, but it's not, nor will it ever. So, thus negating the possibility of the Hookers and Blow. Awesome movie news. Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz will return for a 4th Mummy movie. Oh, that'll be fun. I like those Mummy movies. But they were a lot of fun. Can I go back to sleep? I mean, if you want to, you can do whatever you like, Papachillo. Last time I checked, you were a grown-ass man. Or, hear about this. Have the stream up and go to sleep at the same time and let the soothing, calming voices of ours. Welcome back to RSG. Here on the RSG channel, Lord Ranger J19. Bringing those silky smooth sounds, bringing you to sleep here. Gonna be rocking it up. Lou Dog says, dude, I haven't said it. Your mall cosplay was totally awesome last week. Thank you. It looked great. It came out great. Terrify the neighborhood as promised. Give out a lot of candy. Team effort. Desi did a great job with the makeup. I did all the other stuff. And it looks great. So yeah. We are planning our next cosplay. No, I will not tell you. Stick with your Palpatine shit. Well, you'll just have to forgive me for that, Neo Venom. God, I'm sorry it ruined it for you. I didn't have the gold earring in, apparently, so, Well, don't I suck. But we're kind of bullshitting, so yeah, keep getting your greetings, all that stuff. If you have any questions, put those in. That's always welcome. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. If you want to, remember, if you are going to make me do the nasty drink, you got to clink. So clink, the link. Again, all that goes toward the stuff I do for charity stuff. Again, not hookers and blow. Saul, good evening, everyone. Hello, Saul. What's up, Solipilicity? I showed the apprentice mom your mall pics and she said you were scary looking. That was the entire point. It was the eyes. Those contacts really terrify people.
So, Lou Dog said hi to me. Hi, Lou Dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah, did I not say that? Oh, my bad. And boy, it is, if you've not read this post or looked at this post, or even, if you've been living under a rock or, and I don't know, got back from Afghanistan, whatever. This is some ginormous news. This is the most insane thing I've ever seen CG put out. I mean, this is a game changer of a post. This is a game changer in terms of the game itself. This is going to vastly change how we do Star Wars Galaxy Heroes in about 2 weeks on the 18th. So 13 days. So yeah. I'll take the praise there, Star Wars nerds. So she didn't like Star Wars, but she also said you guys did a really good job. So take that with a grain of salt. I mean, But what did the apprentice think? That's the most important thing. Is what did the apprentice think? That's the thing. Wait a minute. I think we have a snarfer. We do. We have a snarfy.
Hey!
Hello! Make that a little bit bigger. Get a little Desi doing a snarf in there. Hey, Saul with the sub. Thank you, Saul. I don't know why Stream Elements isn't working because Stream Elements sucks sometimes. God damn it. Let me refresh it. Alright, well, I can't make. You didn't see. Well, this is why you're fit. All right. Hello, Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf.
Hello.
Were you planning on doing some streaking tonight, Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf?
I already streaked.
Ah.
Soul and I are both on a five round streak. We're streaking.
Oh, okay. I saw the Saul thing, but I was like, wait, Desi was streaking? I was not made aware that's streaking. I didn't know that.
You can join me if you want.
No. You're a woman and a lovely
Aw.
creature. I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
no fun.
I know. No.
Oh, we got 3 streakers.
Jesus.
Good to see you tonight, troopers.
As always, Desi, I know that MegaCon news made you very happy.
Yes, you must give me the specifics on the anime stuff there, Desi. The has-been hotel.
Yeah,
Hi,
the
him.
V's and Cherry Bomb are showing up.
Right, but I need more specifics.
They will be there, and I will have things signed.
Okay. Since Queen Desi has arrived, I shall let the chaos reign. All right, get prepared to be hung then. Immediately. I'm on a 5 stream streak as well. Hey, there you go. Sometimes it
We
says
got all kinds of streakers up in
I
here. I
know.
love it. Eyes up here.
not hard for me, Saul. Trust me. Not a big ask. Oh, Desi, Jingle Snarf Snarf, my love. We need.
You blundering fool!
Skeletor yells at me. We need a message of the day.
You haven't done one yourself already?
No, because I knew you were coming, and that's something you enjoy doing. So, what do you mean?
Well, yeah, that's something I enjoy doing.
Well, why would I deprive you of that?
I'm just recycling something.
Okay. I don't like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that one at all.
Well, Ranger, I knew the moment I saw MegaCon, like new people coming. I'm like, I have no idea who these people are, but I guarantee Desi will.
Yep.
And I was like, I saw her reaction. I'm like, yeah. I'm not even going to talk trash. I'm not going to say these are nobodies. Yeah, she knows them. I'm going to respect that.
You're going to watch Has Been Hotel, by the way.
It's really good.
You don't know this yet, but you're
It's
going to.
really, really good.
Ranger, did you know the people that I sent in the group chat?
I'm in the same group chat.
Yeah,
He wouldn't have
you
known the
know
voice
the
actors'
people I
names like
sent?
right off the cuff, but
Oh,
Oh,
do I know
okay.
who the people are? Some I did know,
Yeah.
some I didn't know, but yeah. Oh, Ranger, did you tell Desi my good news? I've not said anything. I'll let you do that, Papa Chulo.
oh, do it.
It's a fun show. It's a fun show. It's a cartoon, but it's very adult. Very adult.
It's an amazing show, but if you have very strong feelings about Christianity, maybe skip it.
Yeah, skip that
Maybe
one.
skip
Yeah,
it.
skip that one. And or if you don't like musicals, because there's a lot of singing, but it's very modern music, so it's very, it's very tastefully done. Even me, but I like that kind of stuff, and some art forms are true. But trust me, it's very modern music. It's not like it's like
Okay.
you know,
Oh
theater
no,
kind of
it's
stuff.
super
It's not like
modern.
opera. It's not like opera.
No.
Oh my
No,
god,
Like-
no.
Okay.
No, we'll hook up after the stream and I'll show you something because
Yes, Papa Chulo can
I know
announce
good
that
when
he
I
ha-
see it.
He has a Pirate King Hondo now. Hey, he's
Oh,
joined
congratulations.
everyone.
W.
Hey, to make some profit. This is good.
We're pirates. We don't even know what that
That's
means.
right. All right, so we have the message of the day. You need to put that over on YouTube, please, Desi, so I can pin it, please, my dear.
Oh, right. And Lou Dog, thank you. I will have you know, Ranger, my right hip still wants to kill me. Still.
I had nothing to do with that. I swear. I was young. I needed the money. Leave me alone.
It was your face.
Yes, it was my face. You're not helping, Desi.
Working on your face made that happen too.
Oh, okay, you clarify. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
gosh.
that's how that
God.
sounded. Okay.
Yeah. I just, I was gonna let you catch on, Desi. You're a smart person.
I am a smart person, but that is not automatically where my brain goes. And Poppy, as always, your baby is super cute, and thank you for sending me that. Whoop, excuse me.
Kimmy says, "Hey, Kimmy baby," says, "Good evening, Skewers and Ranger and Desi and Egg too." Oh my,
Kimmy!
yes. Okay,
Mhm.
give it another minute or two, and then we're going to start getting into this insanely ginormous.
I read it, and I'm like, what?
Hmm? Also,
I'm a little
yeah, go ahead. Desi.
sad. Like maybe I shouldn't have quit, but then again, I'm so happy that I'm not doing this anymore. So F it.
Also, just Desi, I've told people that we trust, that you know well, our idea for our next cosplay, and I sent you a message in Discord about it. They lost their minds.
Yeah, no,
Didn't
I
tell me.
saw.
Well,
Didn't tell me.
I don't trust you fully yet. I trust you, but not fully. I know these guys 10 years. I've only known you a couple months at most.
I've watched a couple. Oh, no, me. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Thank you, Desi.
If he spills the beans, well,
I wouldn't.
you know.
He fears me.
I do.
That is
I do.
true. That's okay.
I saw the hotel thing. That's why I didn't say who are these nobodies. I'm like, I swear it's gonna be like the Hobbits. Desi's gonna know who they are, and I'm gonna get chewed out. I know
I
that.
wouldn't chew you out. Well, I would give you shit for saying that they're nobodies because
Exactly. No, they're not.
I just want to know, where are my people for MegaCon? The DC.
Oh, there'll be
They're
more.
coming-
There'll be more announcements. Trust me.
there will be announcements all the way up through February. Like how it goes, right? Like a lot of these actors and artists, they're in contract negotiations. Like maybe I'm going to be working a project, maybe I won't. They don't always know super early. Like a lot of the ones we were really excited about, like we didn't get those until what, like 2-3 weeks before the con actually happened, Ranger? Like that, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
but that's pretty normal. But there's also a lot of fun in like just, oh my gosh, somebody new is, who is it? Who is it? You know, it's the anticipation.
Yeah, I've been fucked up on that one, Papachulo. Josh McGraw, what's up, buddy? Says, looking good, Ranger. Been away for years, but all these changes intrigue me. You're goddamn right. That's right, Baby Yoda. I say it loud and say it proud. Bastard. I hate that dog, dude. But thank you, Josh McGraw. Thank you for being here, my friend. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Wait, what's your call sign? Why does that sound familiar? Why am I losing my mind? YouTube does this thing where it gives me your name. It doesn't actually like say like your YouTube sign. Why is it? I hate when it does this. Because I'm looking at the picture, I'm looking at the name, I'm like, wait a minute. I know who this is. But I'm having a brain fart moment, so you can yell at me, Josh. And Papachula with a small I blame Finn.
Oh,
That's
Azrael.
what
Azrael?
Yes, there we go. I thought it was
Oh, dude, good to see you.
good to see you. Welcome back. We're going to get into them right now. Is everybody ready for the news? We got the message of the day. There it is. Let me pin that on YouTube. It's my responsibility. And we got
I'll
that
get
up.
you a better one next week.
That's all right. But if you want to see me do the drink and support all the stuff like the mall costume things that you see me do, all the stuff I do for charity, I can only do it through your guys' good graces. That goes directly towards that. And so there you go. So if you'd like to donate to that and see me drink something nasty, we have Malort, awful. We have Fernet, it's awful. There's also the classic Sheely. I take Foster's and put it in a beautiful shoe provided by my Mrs. here, Desi Jingle Schnarr, and it's not good. So if you'd like to see any of that, just go clink clink, make a donation, hit the link, and I will do the nasty. So there you go. That's okay. That's what she. All right, we ready? Let me get a little sip of bourbon, get the old lips and throat lubricated here for
A
this
little
long
sip
raid.
two over here. Yeah.
Sipping on anything tonight there, my little snarf?
Mm.
Bourbon and cherry cola.
Ooh, delicious choice.
It's so nice.
All right, from our good friend, Capital Games Meathead. Hello, Hall Table Heroes. Hi, Meat. 10 years, a decade. It's difficult to believe that it's been this long since we first invited you to pull up a senior journey in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The mobile game brand team Capital Games. I added that last part in. Together, we've achieved numerous milestones, assembled legendary squads, and watched as this incredible community has grown and flourished. Thank you for being the heart and soul of this. To proper honor this momentous 10-year anniversary and set the stage for the next exciting era of the game, we are thrilled to announce a fundamental overhaul and the biggest update we've ever made. We're bringing sweeping changes to the structure of the game, designed to revitalize the core experience, enhance progression, and introduce new ways to play. There's a lot of information below, so grab a beverage. Everybody got a beverage? Check. Let me check. Desi, yes. Troopers, yes. Me. What about the chat? Everybody got beverages? You got beverages?
Chat, y'all, if you are a beverage imbiber, and if you have one, go get you one.
All right,
Go
Lou,
get
you're
you
supposed
one.
to
You're
hit the
gonna
link.
want
You
it.
don't do a super chat. I'm going to honor it. You can pick one. What do you want to see me do? Don't do super chats because YouTube skunks me on the money on it. But you did donate, Lou, and I love you, and I'm going to honor that. So you name me what you want me to drink, and I'll drink it. Thank you for the $10.
You can be
super chat.
nice with bourbon, or you can be
I
three
can sip
levels
on
of
the gin.
mean.
I can sip on the gin some more. Or I can do a shoey. Got the Malort. We got the Fernet.
Ranger, in your opinion,
Yes.
like on a scale of 1 to 3, right? If you had to rank Foster's, Fernet, and Malort, like which one is the least offensive to most offensive? One being the least. Wait, no, let's flip that. 1 being the worst, 3 being the least.
I mean, that's like asking me, Ranger, if you had to die from being shot, stabbed, or blown up, which would you choose?
It's still a valid question.
I would. I know.
Fernet's the worst. I'm gonna go Foster second. Not so much of the taste, but because of the insane foam nastiness and the burping that happens afterwards. It literally comes out my goddamn ears. And then
Wow, so Malort's the bad one if we're being a little that is not what I expected.
it's not a good
at
choice.
all.
It's, as I said, it's like, would you prefer to be shot, stabbed, or blown up? It's like they're all awful. I'm just picking the least of the awful choices.
But Fernet is
Fernet's by
still
far. Yeah, it's horrible.
the devil.
Bourbon is good.
All right,
I'll do a little. I'll do a shot of
Lou,
bourbon.
thank you for being kind.
Yeah, do a little bourbon. Bourbonis.
I wouldn't have done the same thing.
I would too. I only make him drink the bad stuff when he gets too sassy.
Yeah.
And then we meet later on.
And then things happen.
Yeah.
Clay, check your messages.
I don't want to.
Jesus. All right,
Yeah, you
here's
do.
this bourbon shot is for my good friend Lou Dog. Thank you, my friend. Cheers.
I love it. I love it.
Right? Like that's a 10 out
I
of
love
10,
it.
right?
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, lips are sealed. That's too cool. Yeah,
Isn't that
Fucking
cool?
right it is.
Cool, right?
so cool.
Anyways, the news.
The news. There's a lot of information. So, okay, everybody got beverages? Check. Everybody got a comfy chair?
Everybody lay down. Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Comfy chair.
It's gonna be a minute.
couch.
There's so much.
Let me get a
Night-
soda too. Hold
Okay, get
on.
a soda. Grab a soda. You're gonna need a soda. Everybody grab a beverage. This is your
Don't
final
get
call.
any ramen though.
Oh no.
It's okay. He didn't hear it.
Okay.
Oh dear, my coconut is empty. I must fix this.
What did I say?
All right, we're good.
All right.
Yay!
Yeah, we're good. All right, eras. Last year we released episodes, and with them we mentioned the concept called eras. These are Galaxy of Heroes' new seasonal structure. The guiding principle for seasonality can be found at the document. Each standard era. Yeah, Kimmy. Kimmy, I just want to make sure you got a nice beverage. You're comfy, right? I mean, we want to make sure everybody's comfy because we're going to be here a while.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have to be a mighty donation for that, Neil. You lost your goddamn mind. All right. Each standard era will consist of 3 episodes per era, 6 marquee units, a partridge and a pear tree, a journey guide event and associated unit, weekly episode quest, era challenges to test your marquee squads, and multiple pieces of content for all players. And then you can see the era where the episodes fall in, the different chapters, how that's going to work. You see there's an era challenge there. We're going to get into that. And then episode 3, that last part of it, you get all your stuff and you're doing all the stuff. You get extra era challenges, and then you have an era journey guide because that's going to be extra stuff you get where you get more stuff. Red wine, red wine. Like the choice there, Kimmy. Might treat myself on my birthday. Wow. Yeah, that's $60 donation. I don't think I'm. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. As periodically we have non-standard eras that may only last 1 episode or may not have a journey guide event, but we will communicate about those as they occur. It'd be nice to get a little break after each one. I wouldn't mind a month of chill, after each era. So I'm okay with that. As part of these changes, we are also expanding the availability of episode quest, the episode track, and the episode pass to all players starting at level 10 instead of level 85. So that's a nice change. Players will get a different set of episode quests in each episode depending on their level when the episode starts. Players who are below level 85 receive a standard set of introductory episode quests. Players at level 85 receive the bespoke set of episode quests for that episode. Additionally, character quests will become available for all players at level 20, which is the same level that unlocks Mark. Yes, I like it. We good so far? Everybody following along? Still got our beverages? All right. Did the sound go wonky?
Let's go.
I'm just reading the chat. Just going to make sure the sound quality is good, Desi.
Oh, well, no, I was asking chat because that may have been a me problem.
Okay. All right.
I think it was a me problem.
So if we look at this image here, I can't click on it. Okay. Oh, there it is. You can see we have a new era has begun. Era of Anniversary. We have new marquees. We'll get to these characters in a little bit at the end of the post. We have Stormtrooper Luke, IG-90, Yoda and Chewie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Asajj Ventress, Dark Disciple, Inquisitor Barris, and Darth Schmader from Duel's End, which I happen to have behind me as the hot one. So
I saw those characters, and for a moment I thought, okay, they got to be trolling. No, they're not.
They're not trolling. So
they're not.
We'll get into the characters coming here a little bit later. Era isolations. So errors will be isolated from the rest of the game. Thumbs up. Which we're referring to as legacy content. Right. Hey, Contingent 33 says, good evening, Hump Day Skewers. Contingent, do you have a nice cold beverage and stuff? There you go.
We got a lot of news to go through.
Yeah. Buckle up, buddy. Lock it in. Lock it in, Skewers. Hello, Lord Megatron. Yes, I didn't say hello to the Megatron and the Decepticon. So errors will be isolated from the rest of the game, which we're referring to as legacy content. During the era in which each marquee and journey guide unit is released, both the journey guide and marquee units will be considered an era unit. When an era ends, all of the current era units will become legacy units. You get these era units and only use them during the era and all the stuff associated with it. Once that era ends, which we just showed the screen before, then they become legacy. Hold on to that. Here we go. When the next era begins, the newest marquee and journey guide units released during this new era will be considered era units. Be a new cycle of hobby characters. We good? Yes, we're good? All right, good. All right. And you can see all this stuff here. All right. This is an important distinction for a few reasons. They're probably taking JoJo home, so Buddy's losing his mind behind me. So if you hear barking, that's Buddy losing his mind. Oh yeah, Asajj Ventress with the squill. Yeah, Desi was away from her desk when I said that, and then she came back. I'm sure there's a squill with the Asajj Ventress announcement.
I saw it at work, and as always happens, I made a little at my desk, and my coworkers were like, "Jesus Christ, are you okay?" But it was a little more subdued this time because I'm not gonna be doing it. But I am very, 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 very happy for all of you. You get the sexiest lady in all of Star Wars.
We all have our waifu selection, so it's all right. All right.
That is my waifu.
That is her waifu. Okay. This is an important distinction for reasons. Air units can only be used in air modes and will not be allowed in legacy modes. So previously with the airs and stuff, up to now with Marquis. Hold on, I have to kill him.
Buddy needs to keep up.
Hey. Like, what is going on? Like,
You know that's the only thing that works.
I know, but what are we waiting for?
And here's a little interlude for you, ladies.
Oh, buddy. Well, kill him, Lord Megatron, and not in game. We hate him. Starscream sucks. Megatron. All right. So as I was saying previously, you got the new marquees. You automatically, they were available if you invested, depending on where you're on the game, but you could use the new characters immediately. Well, that's over. Right? You're gonna have a little bit of a window. After the era ends, they'll pop into there. But how much you've invested in those characters through this? Yes, hello to Buddy. Yes, he's getting such a spoiled little turd. He's getting to ride in the car. Yes, the Bark Trooper indeed, Desi. Snurf. So
bastard.
Yeah. You're not wrong, Saul. Air units only use air resources for progression, while legacy units will continue to use existing materials and recipes for upgrades. Keep that in mind. That is a very important note as we continue on. Legacy units cannot be used in air modes or be upgraded with air materials, so vice versa. This isolation is primarily to allow players to progress in both the latest content and grow their rosters with legacy content without having to choose where to put their resources. But a more detailed explanation why this distinction and isolation is important can be found at the bottom of this update. Air Journey Guide will work a little differently than normal Journey Guide events. Air Journey events will start in week 9 of the era, which is when the fifth marquee is released. Air Journey Guide units will be available at 4 stars to allow players to use them early during the era. This Air Journey Guide will be structured as follows. Tier 1 requires the first 5 air meta marquees at 4 at air level 45 and unlock the Journey Guide at 4. The 5 Air Journey Guide will require 5 marquee units at 5. 6 and 7 versions of this will become available in the 6 marquee releases and will require 6 marquees at 6 star and 7 stars respectively. A significant amount of time after the era, the Journey Guide will become a legacy event. It will have different requirements as the marquees will no longer be era battles. So, we all on the same page so far? Did we lose? We lost the Desi Snarf? What happened?
You said BRB.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry there, Neil. So we're all on the same page so far. We're good. Anybody? We're good. Still drinking. We're good.
Yeah, and I just want to clarify to everybody, what he means by legacy and stuff like that. So like when you unlock the character when they first come into the game, it's not going to be like, oh, unlock and then 2 hours later we need to gear them up in order for them to be in Grand Arena. You cannot use these characters in Grand Arena, Territory Wars. Those are legacy events. TB, all that. You can't use that until the whole era is completed.
Right. And you will not use, and vice versa, all the old gear that you had to worry about before, gone. Because the way these characters, we'll get into this in the next part, era levels, is how much time you just spend doing the stuff. Which, you know, that's it. You just level up your characters. You unlock the marquees like you normally do. You're still gonna have the episode tracks, and you're gonna have all this existing additional content where you just do the stuff, you level your character up, and you're rocking and rolling, but you don't have to worry about Chirotex anymore. You don't have to worry about any of this stuff. Mods, the baby Jesus, none of this stuff until after the characters come out. Then you can make the investment into those characters. But all your resources that you're currently working on for your old stuff stays with the old stuff. If you decide on the new stuff once it becomes legacy that you'd like to make an investment, we'll make an investment. But you won't be making that much of an investment because of where these guys are going to be at. I think we have Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf back. Hello, Desi Jingle.
Yes, you do.
Yay.
All right. Error levels. To support our design pillars, we're introducing a new progression system for error units. This system uses new resources instead of legacy gear or relic materials, allowing all players to simultaneously continue their existing farms and chases while building up and playing with units. And you can see an example of this with our good friend Super Luke. Red 5, anybody? Red 5? Anybody say Red 5?
Red 5.
Red 5.
And sorry, you can continue if you want.
Yes, I would like to. Error levels are a linear
Yes, sir.
progression path that unlocks stats or abilities at each level. Unit stars is another way to power up your error units and are required to upgrade error levels. 4-star is required for level 66. 5-star you have to get to 76. 6-star you have to get it to 86, and 7 stars you have to get to 91 back. Right? Players will need a variety of error materials to upgrade a unit's error level. These can be earned from participating in the error through the Coliseum. So you have to do the Coliseum. Marquee events. You got to do some of the marquee events. The journey events, which we talked about earlier, when those will be in there. And episode track milestones, which we'll get into later when we get to the track, or purchase from the store. You can just buy stuff, right? So there you go. When error units become legacy units at the end of an era. So we've been through this whole era. We've done all this stuff. What comes next, right? These characters are going to become legacy. The error level will convert into the character level, gear tier, relic level, and ability level associated with that error level. Any error materials and error currencies will be converted to legacy materials at the end of the era. Important note. The specific how much new economy is still being finalized, but there are some examples of how your error units will be converted over. So let's say you reach level 65, your character will come into the game if you did up to 6, like this is free to play, right? You didn't spend anything, you didn't do anything extra, you just did the events, blah blah blah, you didn't get the episode track, nothing, right? They come in at level 85, gear 12 base with their abilities at level 7. That's totally free to play. So, Chirotex, all that shit is out the door. Right? So you don't have to worry about the lower tier of gear anymore. Error level 80. You get it at level 85. Relic 2, again, all the abilities at level 7. And if you get the character done completely, right? Level 95. This is the max error level. Your character comes in at level 85. Relic 6, and all of the Zeta abilities done for that character. Pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we'll get into that, boss. Yes. You know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Chirotex, because all these characters, minus the 100 you need for Gear 12, there's like an additional
Boss, why aren't you
3,
here?
4, 5, or 100, whatever it is, to get these characters up. You know what I meant.
I am here. I'm just not talking.
Yeah.
It's boss
Hello,
is-
my dear friend.
Boss doesn't like
Hello.
talking to us. Confirmed. All right.
No, I was doing something else.
I told you about
Well, it
Kung Fu
also
fighting on the
requires
stream.
5-star. Gonna be farming, whaling. Other than that, people can just get gear 12. So free to
Nice.
play is still just you have to do Kairos.
Well, you'll still have to do the
Something like
the
that.
100, but I mean, with the progression and we're
You're still gonna have to do the annoying gear,
so,
which is gear 12 and gear 12 plus.
But we'll
so.
get into that. They've made changes to that as well. So yes, Zetas are now useless for your account ranger. Oh no, I still have a lot of Zetas and stuff to do.
No, he's saying Zetas are now useless because you'll max error level everything.
Well, yeah, but there's still going to be GLs and other stuff. Trust me, those things are going to be needed.
But you won't have to do 10 for for all the marquee
No.
characters.
So yeah. Now let's look at the first round of changes coming to the game in support of errors, followed by what players can look forward to. The Colosseum. Not the Roman Colosseum. Get that out of your head. Oh, Solid just finished his meal. It says lurking complete. I'm stuffed. I bet it was a delicious meal full of vitamins and minerals. And midichlorian vitamins. All right, you see some screenshots here of the Colosseum and everything. Luke's looking a little staggered there. He didn't get to go to Toshi Station to pick up some power converters, so he's a little beat up. Creepio got to him. Colosseum is a new game mode and the first era mode to be added to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Unlocking at player level 10, this game mode pits individual players against formidable foes from the Star Wars universe. Bosses will rotate daily, with players attempting to achieve new high scores each day. These high scores will earn rewards in two ways. One-time rewards for reaching certain score milestones. We're used to that. To reset each era, and daily leaderboard rewards competing against other player high scores for the day. The Colosseum leaderboard is one of the primary places to earn the new Relic 10 materials. More on Relic 10. You see the Jotas here. You gotta fight it, you gotta kill it, get the rewards, get the best score you can. Go. So to support this new leaderboard, players will be randomly assigned to new era shards. These are similar to Squad and Fleet Arena, but are completely separate. An era shard is not tied to a player's Squad or Fleet Arena shard and will not affect either of those in any way. Players will be randomly assigned to a new shard each era, giving everyone an opportunity to prove their mettle against a variety of opponents. Not bad. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
May I ask a question?
Of
One.
course.
Okay. I just didn't want to interrupt you because I know you're on the flow. But my question that I was talking to Womp about, and we talked about this for like an hour, was with the leaderboard, if like let's say me, you, and Arnold are all in one, and we all have max like era units, right? We max it out day one. And we're using the same strategy and we're getting the same score. How is that gonna look on the leaderboard? That's what I'm curious.
I don't know yet. That was not addressed during this post. I don't know how that's going to work. You know, if it's the same score, is it a tie? And if it's so, do both players get the rewards? How do they differentiate from that?
Mm-hmm.
Again, this post gives a lot of information, but as with any amount of information, there's sometimes additional questions that we have that we need to find the answer to. So I don't know how that's going to work. That is not addressed here.
There's two ways it could go. One, you just tie and they give you the same rewards. Well, three ways. Two, you just tie and it goes by either name or GP or random, or whoever got there first. Or three, there's no actual max damage you can do per highest run, and it'll honestly be RNG if you get a max or min roll on damage.
Yeah, well, yeah, because my thing is like if everyone's maxing out their characters and we all are using the exact same strategy, like let's say Scribe releases a video, this is how you like get this score with this boss, and everyone's using the same strat. We're doing the exact same thing because there's no mods, so you're not going to differentiate that way. So you're going to be going based off the era character level. Then you're all going to end up with the same score.
But that's only if there's an
Nobody
actual
spends.
ceiling to
Yeah,
damage, or if it's not
spend.
just highest amount.
Right.
Because if there's a highest amount, then people are just going to RNG to see how much damage they do with the characters. Because each character has a min, max, middle. Even without mods, they won't always do the same amount of damage. But it just depends how they do it. But considering what they've been doing for raids and everything, there's going to be a maximum amount of damage you can do per wave.
Just depends on how much.
So, I don't know if it's going to be by GP name or first come, first serve. It's going to be...
By GP, that'll piss me off.
What I'm confused about is how are they going to do this? Are they going to take every single account in the whole game? Are they going to take every account because they have to? Because what if people come back because of this?
Well, here's the thing is
there might be shards where like no one's playing except 5 people.
That could be the case, but then those 5 people get the good stuff. Then you have to participate.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird how they do the shards, because when I read that, I'm like, oh great, shards again.
Yeah, but it'll
Because
rotate. So like,
they have to take every single character. They don't take every single player. Then if they come back and they're not a part of something,
we'll see.
it's just gonna be weird how it gets randomized.
We'll see how it all plays, right? Again, some questions we have, we just don't have the answers yet. So, let's continue on. Air challenges. Air challenges are another place to use air units in this release. These will be replacing galactic challenges, and thank God for this. In an effort to help manage how much time players spend completing their daily tasks. The difficulty tiers are balanced around having air units and squads at certain air levels, and the feats reward those appropriately. These will be available during the weeks where marquee releases, and players will have a full week to complete as much as they want. So these will be the week after. So, and those galactic challenges of those teams that you don't have yet, you don't have to worry about that shit anymore, because there you go. This is where galactic challenges are coming in. Plus, they're also taking some of that other stuff and put it in the episode pass. So we're getting a lot of stuff from
Thank God, galactic challenges were so boring.
They really were. So I'm happy for this.
And
Really.
one big pro about this also, like that I know is very controversial, but I think this is great because there's going to be different tiers for different for how much you invest in that character. And I am on the part where the more you invest, I feel as if you should get more rewards and do more. Like the higher tier, you should be rewarded for that.
I'm fine with that. Galactic challenges got just so boring because you weren't even getting anything.
Yeah, I mean the time invested in the characters, some teams were worth it, some but the rewards, like, 3 flawless signal down is like, thanks. I'll try not to spend that all at once. If I only could do this 10 more times, I might be able to do a relic A. But yes. So that's how that's going to change. So no more galactic challenges. We do these challenges. These will be in the era battle. So that takes away that part of the game, puts it in this part and other parts. So you're getting those rewards. And more people have more access to the rewards. You don't have to work on a team to go do a galactic challenge at a certain level to go beat it so you can go get some shitty ass rewards.
Nah, free to play will have so much better things to do now for completing the pass.
Yeah.
The free pass will be just so much easier to complete now for everybody.
I really like this change. I'm so happy about this change. And this is coming from someone that has all the teams and has done all the galactic challenges, and then Boss is the same way. It's just like,
pretty much.
Yeah. So, all right, time in game. Time needed to complete all the events and modes daily is an important topic to discuss as part of these changes. With the addition of Coliseum and managing an era roster on top of your existing roster, it is critical that we ensure that time spent in game daily doesn't increase significantly. We designed the systems and the scale of errors for something far more manageable. For this release, Coliseum is a huge focus, but we were careful to ensure that only a few battles a day are needed to complete most of the era content in advance of the leaderboard. Your score for each Coliseum boss is a high watermark that persists over the era, which means once you achieve your best score, you don't need to keep battling over and over again that day. Once it's in and you're satisfied, unless you get some more stuff and you want to make it better, whatever, but you're locked in. So you don't have to sit there all, fucking around with this thing. Once you're locked in when you're satisfied. Again, this is the off week from when the marquee comes in. A new type of event is era challenges. Now we show this on the diagram. It comes at the end of this, so here we go. Which replaces galactic challenges. Every other week, this is the era challenges still. Okay, never mind. This is the every other week at the end of this stuff, but every other week. A new type of event is era challenges, which replaces galactic challenges. Every other week, players have 7 days to complete era challenges and use this newly powered up era squads. This should make era challenges less time sensitive than galactic challenges all. Lastly, we wanted to reduce some time spent in Conquest and TV for players who are over-invested in the squads needed for the zone. Relic depth will make those battles faster and less micromanaging during the encounters. This one's a little bit misleading in the sense that, yes, for the first 3 zones, yes. If you have Relic 7 versus Relic 5 or Relic 9 versus Relic 7, yes, absolutely. Hit auto and go drink, right? But then again, in TB, if you're not at the Relic level, you can't do the fights anyway, but you're not at the higher tiers. Even at Relic 10, you're only getting a 1 Relic difference. Scribe talked about this, and I was listening to him, and I agree with him 100%. In some regards, yes, in Conquest, TB, stuff like that, you will have the beginning of Conquest is going to be a huge advantage for you. But as you get into later TB, no, Conquests are going to revamp, and it'll be very in your favor, especially with Relic Delta. Same thing for the raid. If you go in at, say, you have 3 Relic 9s and 2 Relic 8s, but you go in at the 2.7 million, fight, right? Well, your Relic 9s have an advantage because they're doing more damage, etc., etc., etc. So there are some advantages to this, but, yeah. In the future, we will continue to examine which modes should be supplanted by the era system, which are the important drivers of your legacy roster should stay front and center. We're also scrutinizing which areas of the game are not only time sensitive, but become repetitive once mastered. This is a space we're continuing to examine and determine if they should be addressed with quality of life changes or moved entirely. More on this in the future as we watch or release closely for how it impacts time spent. Yes.
I have no interest in this PvP thing. Just give me a sandbox or give me live PvP, please.
Well, can I take this one, Ranger?
Go ahead.
So kindly. So what they're talking about, I know exactly what they're talking about because I play games where what they're trying to do is what other game companies have done for almost half a decade. CG's catching up. What they're trying to do is find a way to have the game mode for PvP where it's basically like a sandbox, but it's where you don't have any differentials, right? So I'll put it in Swgoh terms. It's basically like you're using teams versus teams. Everyone has the exact same Relic 5. All of your teams that you're going to be using in this PvP game mode, you're all going to have Relic 5 characters. So if you have a Night Sister team, you want to use the Night Sister team, they're going to be at Relic 5 against let's say a Seer team, they're going to be at Relic 5 too. So it's going to be the base stats. So it's going to be strongly off mechanics and stuff, which we're already seeing leaning off the mods within the era system of us not using mods in the era events and stuff like that.
Yeah, one thing that's being brought up in the chat is curious what your thoughts are on how CG will handle potential cheaters for the leaderboard in the Coliseum. That's what Maroon turns back in the day. That's just a proactive thing CG's got to look at. Because if you played this game long enough, you lived through that, and it can't be a thing. They've got to monitor that like hawks. Because if this becomes a thing like the previous iteration of something not the same but close to it.
Yeah, that was what I first thought of when I saw live. I'm like, so I was a little cautious on that.
Yeah, so they gotta be on top of that. So, all right. The next thing is the cantina. They just talk about, in this little part, they talk about how they're changing the look of the cantina, and they want to make it look. They're going to change a lot of this stuff in the cantina. You can see the picture of the changes of the cantina. The campaign is where you'll find your cantina and light side, dark side stuff. So you click that, you go in there, you can do your stuff in there, and then you can see the new Coliseum and Stormtrooper Luke, the new character, blah, blah, blah. And you can see all this stuff here. But they said they were running to make more changes. That's all this post talks about here. Hey, I'm Batman. Literally. But yeah, I don't know how they're going to monitor. And I mean, I hope they've taken this into account with the cheater stuff. We'll find out, Andrew. So they didn't do so well with it last time. So we'll see how well they do with it this time.
But last time was also like 9 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Things have changed. Well,
also something that I mentioned to Kadara, and Kadara and I have actually had an open discussion, I think. It was our Kadara Toyota. We discussed how people are sometimes using, they'll give other people their account in order to beat stuff or do certain stuff for them. What I'm concerned about is if it's like, oh, I have all these characters, but I don't know how to do this. And then they're just going to have someone else log into their account and play to get that high score for them.
Well, I mean,
which is a problem.
Well, it is a problem, and it does violate TOS, but I mean, I'm not worried about so much that, a score is a score. If it's legit with legit characters and stuff, it is what it is, right? But
Yeah,
what
I
we're
can
talk-
care less about that. I more care about
I'm
like,
about people
the
that are
cheating
using,
crap.
you know, mods and things that are up in their score, right? That they should not be getting and then getting rewards for. So we as a community need to be proactive. If you see someone get a high score, but they got certain characters and you're sitting there trying like, wait a minute. You need to immediately tag them, say they're cheating, get them out of there. All right. So, all right.
I'm guessing that's probably why they're doing no mods based stats, so they have an understanding of what they expect each level to get damage wise. That's what I'm expecting.
That's why, yeah, because we didn't have that with the other system. It was full tilt. So, all right. Future seasonal content. Oftentimes, players will be building 2 or even 3 squads out of marquee and journey guide units they unlock during the era. And we want to support player agency in developing those squads. Early next year, we plan to release what we're calling loaned units, a system where players will temporarily be granted a variety of additional era units based on legacy units for use in era mods. Oh, Blue Dog. Oh, hold on. I tried to send money to your link, but PayPal's waiting on verification. So for now, here's $10. Bourbon, please. I don't have another shot of bourbon. Anybody want to drink with me here? Not boss. Boss is.
I will. I will.
Daisy's already drinking some bourbon already, so she's good. You gonna do a little sippy with me, Daisy,
right.
baby girl?
Jeez, you're not even halfway.
Are we
through.
doing a countdown or are we just going for it?
I'll do a countdown.
I mean, if
Okay.
if you want a countdown, I'll give you a countdown.
It's up to Ranger.
All right, here we go. Daisy, you ready?
Well, I was born ready.
Okay.
Take the shoey in 5, 4, 3,
Almost there.
2,
Okay.
Kill me.
1.
Minecraft.
Oh,
Hopefully that made it marginally less terrible.
I'm awake now. That's one
I'm
thing.
alive. Yeah, good song. All right. Loaned units. Loaned units will not require direct investment to increase their power, and they will go away at the end of the era. Until then, we're utilizing summon units within Coliseum to provide a better and more rounded combat experience. So they're going to be using these characters so you can do your fights. We recognize that there are players who want to duke it out in direct PvP rather than fight big bosses. With that in mind, we want to bring a PvP mode to eras in the future. For this to be the compelling PvP experience we want it to be, it needs to be supported by lone units and assist that differentiation. However, for era PvP, mods can be complicated, and they introduce a wide variance in player experience and competitive viability based on random rolls. While the system provides interesting texture to legacy content and long-term progression, it is not conducive to seasonal content where all players start from the same place each era. With all this said, any era PvP will introduce alongside a new system for stat differentiation among era units that will allow era PvP to be intriguing competitive landscapes for players to deeply engage with. More of the next era features as we get closer to the releases. You should note that this is not the end of legacy content, as the era system works in conjunction with new events and modes that are outside the eras. We have many plans to release more features and content like raid, TV, and units in the future. Now this one gave me pause. This one's like, well, wait a minute. What makes GACTW, although the systems in place themselves, the matchmaking stuff is wrong, but the actual content, if it's legit and it's even somewhat right, is the diversity of what you worked on mods, what you worked on datacrons, you know, what do you have, what do they have on team, what's the team, yada, yada, yada. This sounds boring and stupid as hell. This one is
Ranger,
that's
this is what I was to Ranger. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is the flat baseline that I was talking about. So it'd be Rogue 5 versus Rogue 5, just straight off mechanics. I know it's stupid, but that's why I'm saying
But
that's
there's
what
no
they're
that's
trying to
why I said just let them make a sandbox mode or make a GAC where I can play against people I choose, because please don't invest time and effort into this era PvP crap.
I don't get this shit. This one is the one thing in this post that just made me do a head scratch. Well, how are you going to pull that off? How do you differentiate? How do you separate?
That's the thing. The difference is the whales who get the stars and overall will have more stats than everybody. That's the differential.
Yeah, and just like
And or if there's like extra stuff that you get for upgrades for having 7 stars, you get extra like era points to upgrade. That'll be it, because it just sounds boring.
yeah, it sounds bad. Like you were very limited on
It's
your.
going to be a
characters.
mechanic matchup. That's all it's going to be. It's going
I
to
mean,
be a
my-
mechanical
And-
matchup
and I
with how
said-
they work.
Yeah,
That's such a boring thing.
yeah. I hope they.
I
don't do
agree.
this. Unless they introduce some new system with errors where you can differentiate. That's
It's
the
like
only way.
ships. Ships is just boring that way.
Yes,
There's no differential.
And it's all RNG.
Yeah, well, you can't say that. No, you can't say that because 6-stop mods add speed, so do Zetas.
I
and
know,
all.
but
But
anybody
once you
in their right mind just put 6 dodge mods on is like
Right.
anybody with capital ships always will put 6 dot mods, so they're like mirroring.
and then
But
Well,
you're-
I'm saying
they're-
that you can't say that there's none.
Oh,
Right.
you're right. There is some differentiation.
but that's RNG.
for-
I mean, but I mean, once you reach the level where
Some ships RNG,
you know, I mean,
but yeah.
chips kind of go the same way, and it just depends on RNG when you get to high level, because everybody has all that shit. There's no, once you get even, like with the relics and all that stuff, it becomes moot. It's about the RNG and the openings and stuff like that. Ships, I agree with Boss, that boring as shit and frustrating as shit.
Oh, I agree. Like, I think that would get stale and people would stop playing it if they say it how it is after a month.
Yeah, they're
Like,
gonna.
like please don't, CG, if you do actually listen to this, please don't. Like, work
I'm
on
with
some
you.
PvP stuff that people have actually been asking for.
Like JC.
Not this. This sounds so boring. Like, actually fix like GAC for all the lower people, so that they can actually like have fun in PvP. Because I doubt they'll have fun with this. This sounds boring.
Yeah.
Boss. This to add to that point, that is the one thing that irritated me about this post. There was no address to TW or TB. They didn't need to say what they were
Well, no,
changing.
they
didn't even
You mean
address that.
JC? Yeah, JC and TW. Like that seems like something that's next.
Yeah, nothing was addressed for that.
But
like
for that, but yeah.
PvP keeps getting pushed to the wayside, but we're doing this new era PvP. Like, nobody wants this.
Nobody wants this,
No,
and I think it's a bad idea.
No one is interested.
I mean, even
Like, I heard Arnold said I'm interested, but I think it was his like blank reaction of, "Oh, there's something with PvP in it. I'm happy about this."
well, yeah,
This
but,
just sounds boring.
but it's if you're matched
It
up.
seems like they're no what. Go ahead.
Well, the thing is, if you're equal on both sides, how do you choose a winner? Just RNG, right? I
Like,
mean,
Yeah,
That sounds
it's
like
RNG and
Mod
mechanics.
Squad Arena.
It's
yeah. I can't. I need to see more on this before I can be even close.
It sounds
to
like
convinced.
pre-mod Squad Arena. Oh, Qui-Gon Jinn versus.
Oh God, let's
Boss,
not get
this
the
is what they're
dodge
doing.
thing again. Oh.
boss. This is what they're doing basically, and then I'll wrap it up with this because we need to move on. But what they're doing is basically they're saying, oh, there's issues with TW and GAC. We don't know
yeah.
how to fix this because something else is going to happen. Here's a new shiny PvP toy,
Well,
and
we're
we're
not
going to
falling for
distract them with that. That's basically what they're doing.
I don't know, but this seems like a bad move. This is the one thing in this post that had me scratch my head going, no, I don't see it. Okay, legacy changes. Alongside the new era content, we have a number of changes coming to the rest of the game. Let's take a high-level look at what those are. Marquee cadence. A long time ago, we established cadence for marquee units. Since then, we've added to the cadence, shards become an accelerated approximately 1 year later, and introduced new versions of marquee events. With the introduction of errors, we are evolving marquees to the next stage. Hey, Hervorus, this is a lot of words to cry in a game that doesn't exist and we don't know anything about. Well, no, but I can kind of just see, like, how are you going to differentiate? That's the only thing. This is the one thing that gave me pause, Hervorus. I can decry because I'm singing the praises of this, but it's like, how do you make that different? We've all been there, Hervorus. Like, it's like, when it comes to PvP, I don't trust CG. I mean, they just not. I'm just not going to do it. So they're going to have to blow me away with that announcement when that comes out. But until then, I'm very skeptical. All right, I can be convinced. You know me. And we love you too, Hervorus, but I need to be convinced. I'm with these guys on this. Players will be granted all the marquee units from an era the first time they log in during that era, which is nice. I like that. So you can play with the new toys. These units will not be accessible for upgrades or battle use until their individual marquee event starts, but they will exist in your roster. This way, all players will have access to the same marquee units at the same time, even if a particular marquee event is missed error. still want to play the Marquis while it's active to earn more shards for your units, though. It also helps players jump straight into air content. The other notable change to Marquis units is that when they transition to shipments, nodes, and accelerated status. Marquee character shards will be available in shipments approximately the second week after the release era ends and they become legacy characters. Marquee character shards will be farmable on a node approximately 13 weeks after their Marquee event. Marquee character shards will become accelerated around 1 year after the start of their release era, even when this would mean an individual character may become accelerated earlier than 1 year after the Marquee event. This is also when Marquee units are eligible for Lightspeed tokens, as a change from our earlier plan of having them become eligible 1 year after at the end of the era. So they're just kind of making this a little bit more accessible, quicker, faster, more places to get them immediately, that kind of stuff.
Except Marquees. Marquees are now going to be taking almost 2 to 3 weeks longer to be farmable.
Well, no. What I'm concerned about is the fact that they're saying that you can farm it before you can buy the shards in shipment. That's what they just said.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, if you buy the shards, that's faster, is it not? Like, if you just hoard up some crystals,
If you want to
like,
do
oh,
it that,
now I can
if you
buy
want to
these.
wait, then you can do it that way. But I do like that they're coming into the. For a lot of players, they don't have that crystal hoard or can do that, right? That they can go right into a node and start
That's
farming
fair.
these characters immediately, way more faster than what we're currently getting them, right? And they come in at a certain point, so you're not. What happens with the current marquee system? If you don't work on that character, it just sits there at 4 stars, whatever you unlocked it, and you don't touch it, right?
No, but it's saying 13 weeks after it's farmable, you can now farm it, or the marquee drops.
Let's
It
start.
used to be 10 weeks.
It's the start of the marquee, but remember they're going through the error system. So once that ends, here we go, right? So from the start of the era, these characters are coming out. So unless I'm reading this wrong,
Well, is that after all the era battles are released? Right?
that-
Or I haven't seen anything about era battles.
well, we haven't gotten to that.
How I've understood how it's stated is 13 weeks after it's marquee, it's farmable. Like
Okay,
on
so
a
let's read this again.
It's usually 10 weeks.
12.
That's just so much. I just did a couple of counting, and it was 10 the last couple.
But there's
the last
been many
2.
that were 12, 13. You know, there's some that have been longer.
All right.
I'm just saying. Let's just say the average is 11. I mean, so it's a little bit
Okay,
longer.
let's say still 2 weeks is a long time.
So marquee shards will become accelerated around 1 year after the start of the release era. So regardless of when they came in, even if that means they'll become accelerated faster than they would have normally. Okay, so they get the later characters that you get in those will become accelerated faster than the first one that comes in. Okay, I think we're all on the same page. There you go. All right, let's get into relic economy changes. This is a big one. This is what I've been waiting for. Desi, you still alive?
Yes.
What do you think, Desi? Schnurr, if you haven't said anything.
I have not said anything because this is all a lot.
A lot.
It's a lot.
A lot.
And I don't know how I feel about it yet. Like, I wouldn't know how I feel about it until I get my fingers on it. But, you know,
You need to
how do I phrase it?
You need to snarf it a little bit.
No. How do I phrase it? When I was playing WoW, every single time an economy adjustment came out, right? Excuse me.
Words.
Cherry cola bourbon burps. Ultimately, like, it did work out to be an overall net positive for the player base, but there were a lot of people every single time who were like, I hate this. Right? I will reserve judgment until we can get our sticky little fingers on it.
Okay.
Desi, I told Ranger this
Which
earlier.
I won't be doing.
You'll
For
have to
obvious
live
reasons.
You have to live vicariously through me.
I will live vicariously through all of you.
Desi, I'll sum it up simply. I told Ranger this earlier in his morning stream. CG saying one thing is one thing. CG actually doing something and us seeing it is another thing. So he's
You
got
It's
what
you
always
he's
been
you
like that.
don't know until you get your fingers on it and you have a couple of weeks to go. Does it suck? Or, oh hey, is this actually nice? You know, I think we all got a little bit traumatized by the concept of Relic Delta. Um but
No,
but
don't.
but I I'm personally kind of glad that that's the thing that they led with, right? Like, let's get the most controversial thing out the gate. Let's talk about it. Let's let everybody get their anger out first. And now we're getting the kind of good side of it. I I don't know. It's a strategy, but
Yep.
I do have kind of a gut feeling that this is going to be an overall good. It's also going to severely negatively impact people, like I was, where we're just punching up with those little baby relic characters because we have mods, right? That's what always worked for me.
Okay.
Those days are over. Those days are over.
Chewie the pork hooker.
As are mine.
Yes, we know. Yeah, I
I
think
know
this,
you know.
and I know you know that I know you know that I know.
God damn it.
Chewie says, yeah, I think this update is actually amazing on paper. It doesn't make Delta feel anywhere near as bad as it could have been. I agree. We'll get to that.
Oh, Delta could have been way worse, bud.
It was.
Way
Yeah,
worse.
some people think.
Let's just not get into Delta tonight,
Like
please.
what
we're
was
getting-
in their
we're getting into
brains
Delta tonight.
when they launched Delta? What do you mean?
I know. Well,
Like,
let's continue on.
why?
Okay, so
Mark,
one of the big
yeah,
things
let's
with
go.
Relic Delta is what are they going to do for the economy? This is my big thing, and I'm sure it was everybody's
I'll be
big
back.
thing. Okay. So Relic economy changes. As part of this major errors update, there will be a number of changes to the Relic economy. Errors create a path for players to reach the higher tiers of relics that they want to invest deeper into their squads. Relics are also a critical part of the rewards for the era, and there are 3 ways we're improving the relic experience for players. Reduce the pinch of gear and relic materials. 1. 2. Increase the inflow of relic resources to the majority of players. And 3. Improve access to relics. All right, let's go into each of these. Reduce the pinch of gear and relic materials. The first way we're reducing some of the relic pressure on your roster is through changes to errors. Errors significantly change how players interact with legacy unit progression, as error levels provide a head start on new units when they convert at the end of the era. This reduces the amount of gear needed to new units and instead can be used at the scavenger to obtain the relic materials you need. So what they're saying here is, with all the new characters, with the new progression in the errors, if you just work on them, we talked about the bare minimum you need to do to get the level 65, so you get that, you know, that gear 12 person, right? Not, you know, it's 3 stars, but it's still the gear, right? That's a big one, right? That, and they've done a lot of other things. We're gonna get into this, but that reduces all those card techs, all that other shit that you need, right? Now, if you want to invest a little bit more, just a little bit more, you can skip the gear 12 horse shit and just have them at a relic 2, right? Which I kind of think is a good soft spot for people. It's going to depend on what it costs to do that. That's one thing we need to look at. But what they're saying here is,
What it also means is that now 4 stars, the minimum each character is going to be fully unlocked by free to play.
right. And they
Because 4-star is, I think 4-star was 65.
I thought it was 3. I could be wrong on that, but it's right around there. So yeah.
Oh, you're right. It's just 3-star. Okay, never mind. 3-star is still the minimum.
Yeah, so if you just do the bare minimum, you just do the bare minimum, you unlock the character, you do the bare minimum. So all that gear that you previously would have to start from scratch, level 1, with card techs and everything else, all the way up to gear 12, that will be gone. As long as you just do the bare minimum. So all those resources can now be used in other places. That's the first part of this. and then you can scavenge it, and we've got new changes to scavenger and all that stuff. Outside of the newest units, era rewards will also impact many older journeys. Lightspeed tokens, older journeys. Lightspeed tokens are rewarded from engaging or investing in the area and can be used on legacy units to accelerate access to squads and journey guide events. Again, this reduces the amount of gear you need to get journey guide requirements up to speed and freeing up gear to be used elsewhere. Our goal for Era is to be an efficient way to acquire journey guide units and power up your roster. Additionally, to alleviate some pressure on relic materials for Relic 9, we are removing fragmented signal data, chromium transistor, and erodium heat sinks from the Relic 9 recipe. It's nice. It's not extraordinary, but it's nice. It is nice not to have to worry about that shit, but it's not, game changer.
The only thing I'd say is really nice is fragmented. The other things are just
Yeah,
just
the
there.
heat sinks and the transistors are
Like if they had put Electrium though, we would be having a different
I know.
conversation.
Oh, yeah. All these changes combined allow you to use less gear for upgrading units and save gear for the scavenger to get relics you want faster. So that is true. So removing some of the requirements from that, doing the other things, you get the characters that are moving forward. You don't have to use your gear until after they become legacy, and it depends on how much you invested in that character during the era battles where your gear will start, right? So there you go. Hello, Sotico. Smingen, what's up, buddy? Yeah, and that's totally fine. Yeah, if you want to be free to play, you're gonna get gear 12. Now, there are gonna be changes to the raid rewards, things of that nature, but at least you're not having to fuck around with all this other stuff that you did getting a character to gear 12. I've heard that a ton of times. Like one of the big blocks was Caratex. If you can get a character to gear 12, that besides the Caratex you'll need, all those other Caratex you need, and there's a ton with all these characters from Inquisitors to down that you need.
It's true. It's cutting the Chirotech in like two-thirds. Two-thirds of it is being cut out.
So, all right. Welcome back, Desi Jingle Schnarr Chef. She has her hand raised. Let's go to Desi. Things Desi wants to ask for 400, Trebek.
All right. Real question. When you were testing, did you guys have an opportunity to do PvP on a level that involved appropriate matchmaking?
Yes.
Okay. So, in your opinion, do you think that matchmaking would be more or less balanced as a result of this Relic Delta sitch?
Initially,
how did that play out for you?
Well, so with the new Relic Delta, if you're Relic 3 and you're trying to take on Relic 9, you're going to get stomped. Even Relic 5, you're going to get stomped. There's that one or two teams that you can make.
But do you feel like that puts people in a more appropriate level?
Well, no, because the matchmaking's off. This isn't even, we're not even talking.
Matchmaking soft. That's what needs to be fixed, not the. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. We'll get there in a minute, troopers. Hold on to it.
The matchmaking issue is not so much like, it's not so much the difference in relics, it's just the difference in accounts, period, right? It's like, and it's something they have to address quickly, because if someone's at 4 million and they're facing someone at 11 million, they're toast. It's not even about the relics at that point, it's about, they have a GL, you don't. You can't beat it. You have nothing on your roster to handle that GL.
But that's kind of what I'm getting at, right? Like over time, right? The differentials have been put in place, right? And everybody's potentially getting in where they fit in. Do you have any inclination that maybe after the brackets sort out that it's going to be better for people?
No, because people just don't give a shit and drop and do it, and some people try and they get it's going until it's a fundamental flaw in the actual matchmaking. Now remember, with Relic Delta, that's an issue first of all with just the matchmaking, but small account versus big account. But what's really going to be important to realize, Relic Delta is character versus character. You can have 4 Relic 5s but 1 Relic 9 on a team. Then you're fighting someone that has, so it's going to affect the teams differently depending on what you have relicked and what the difference is and things of that nature. Remember, it's the character versus character. It's not team versus team. It's character versus character. Where are you at? Now, I think initially, in what you're saying, Desi, depending on where you're at, there might be a little bit of pain, right? With Relic Delta.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of pain.
But if they're going to influx what they're saying on paper, the amount of relics and stuff, people are going to get caught up fast, right? And if they're not having to work on new characters for gear, then all that other stuff can either be gone older stuff that you're working on and or salvage to get higher relics faster on top of the extra
You
relics.
kind of have some freedom to do what the hell you want to do.
Right.
Which I kind of love. And again, I don't know. I'm looking at the way things are written. I have not had my own little sticky fingers on it, but again, this feels to me a lot like every single time, they rebalanced WoW, and it's like, okay, you can have the gear that's like 2 raids behind. Here's your little catch-up mechanic. Let's balance shit out a little bit. I want that to be true for what's happening here, right?
Well,
the people who need a little boost get a little boost, and
we're going to get into
maybe things are a little more balanced.
There's going to be an imbalance because they're introducing some stuff we're going to read later on that flip the script on this stuff. So we'll get into it here.
Oh shit! Seriously?
In a good way, with the materials that we're introducing. Yes, troopers, I see your hand raised. Boss, if you have your hand raised, I have no idea.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Desi, I understand where you're coming from, and I am completely on board. However, as much as people are making an issue of Relic Delta, I don't think it's an issue. It's basically, as Ranger stated, it's a matter of matchup. The matchmaking, the Relic Delta is not going to change anything really that much. It's just going to make the matchups make more sense. But it's basically them matching up a 4 million versus 11 million GP. Or in my case, when I'm 11 million GP and I'm facing someone with 14.5 million GP in a Rhodium 1.
I also need a towel.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, thank God OBS reset because Desi needed a towel. I don't know why, but there was a moist accident with Desi with her drink or something, then she needs a towel. Hold on.
And Ranger, while you're doing that, what I'm thinking is when they show
one second, troopers.
Sorry. I
gotta go check something here. Something's going on with OBS.
No, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Sith Lord Bane, that should not happen. Whoever
OBS drives me up
said
the goddamn wall.
whoever said there should be a delinquent league is correct. That shit is annoying. You should not be 6.6 with 1 GL against somebody at 10 with 7.
Yeah, it's something they need to address, but that's something.
In Chromium, of all places.
Yeah, it's just people drop, they don't care, and then you get these matchups, and it's like, that's something they got to fix. But that's a separate issue. Okay, increase the amount.
For all that they care about new players, they really don't care about the PvP new player experience.
No, it's not, and it's fucked up. And I've been up their ass about it.
Well, they say how important it is in this post. That's what irritates me. They're like, we understand how important PvP is. Like, then do something.
I think this is my read on it. All right, they're doing this. Don't call me sir. They're doing this. I worked for a living. They're doing this, making the changes to the economy, getting this put in with the new system. My hope and what I think is going to happen is that that's going to be the next thing addressed, because I agree with everything that's being said in chat and what you're saying. That is a shitty experience. That cannot happen. That's not fun. That should not be something that's on the board. So we'll see. Let's get through this first. We'll get to GAC and TW. Trust me, I'm up their ass about it all the time. All right, so yes. Yeah, I hate it for you too, Saul. It's trash. but we can all agree it's trash and we can move on. And it needs to be fixed. I think we're all in agreement on that. So increasing the amount of relic materials inflows. While reducing the number of places you need gear, it is important to get more relic materials into players' inventories. This primarily comes from the update to milestones on the free episode track, not the pay to play, the free episode track. So what are they doing? Relic 1 to 5 materials in tier 1 to 3 signal data will be replacing existing Galactic Challenge salvage boxes on the free episode track milestones. So I think currently right now there's like 12 boxes you get with all that gear. That's kind of like, okay.
I counted 10, but
I'll count
I
again.
counted 12, but you know.
I may have missed one of the blue ones.
I know it's like it kind of starts looking all the same, right?
Yeah.
Regardless, all those are changing to only relic materials and signal data. Now the question we have is, that's fine, but what is in those specifically? I think
Yeah, you're right. It's 12.
Initially, it'll probably be like lower relic tiers at the lower part of the episode track, but as you progress up, the signal data and the relic materials will get better. Right? That's what I think they're going to do. So as long as players engage daily in eras, still and able to complete the episode track, expect most players to be able to earn these resources monthly. So as long as you just log in, do the thing, get the next, do that, it should be no problem like we currently are as free to play to finish the track. And I like that they're putting this in the free to play part, not the, keeping it there and not going pay to play. So that'll be an influx of signal data and relic materials that you can
use. It better be a good amount.
Yeah, if it's one piece of each, I'm going to be like,
it better be like almost like 100 of each piece.
Because they're saying this is the relic change. This is under the relic change. So I'm going to give them benefit of doubt, like Rangers taught me. I'm going to give them benefit of doubt. I'm gonna be like, all right, good job. But if it's like 1 or 2 pieces, I'm really.
Well, I can see like in the early boxes to incentivize you to continue.
Yeah, but like total, if I'm not getting at least 100 of each signal data.
Right, overall, you mean?
Yeah, overall.
Yeah, overall, yeah.
Over a month, if I'm not getting 100 of each of both the relic materials and signal data, then we gotta have a talk because
that's not even worth it.
Like, I'm excited for this, but it needs to hit a good amount.
Yeah, so we'll see what it is.
Even if somebody says, "Oh, but 100 is 100 combined," is not even taking somebody past like R7.
And that's not even talking about what we're about to get into about scrapping for Relic 10.
Yeah.
So on top of that, we are updating episode shipments to include items like signal data, fragmented, and incomplete, so players can use their extra episode currency to also boost their relic farm. So on top of that, they're giving another place where you can get the signal data, things of that nature. We got to see what that looks like, but I'm positive about this change. I like the changes to the gear, that we're getting more relics and stuff. It's never a bad thing. I also like that we have other places from just this part where we can get relic material. So yeah, improve access to relics. More resources and less pressure on gear when upgrading characters is great, but without access to more of the important materials to upgrade higher tier relics, players would be unable to utilize these additional resources. With that in mind, the scavenger will be updated with the following changes. So it's basically one of the gear 12 pieces and then Chirotech that you can use for, thank Christ, arrow magnifiers and droid brains. Now I know what some of you are thinking, like those are tough ones to get. But over time, think of this over time. If you're not having to use your Chirotechs, and they've increased those in TB and other places, you get additional Chirotechs that you're not having to use on your characters, and they're sitting there, you can now salvage this shit for Relic 9 material. This is
for people for pay to play like new whales, they can just buy a bunch of the Kairos from shipments and get a bunch of droid brains.
Yeah, and I like this change a lot. I like
this
a lot. I love
this.
This
is
change.
Like great.
This is super great.
Especially they have the tactical data prototype. Nobody has used that since like 000.
And this is why I like what they're doing, is they're basically going to be like, we understand that some of the whales are not going to, that gear is going to be irrelevant, like the Chirotechs. We're going to give you something to do with it, and I give them massive props for that.
So also new signal data recipe on top of what you're going to get from errors and episodes and stuff, and what you spend if you spend for the error episode stuff for the new Relic 10, right? Because that's going to be there's going to be packs. There's going to be stuff in the errors. There's going to be stuff in the episodes because you're going to need yeah. But if you're free to play and you want to salvage, the only way you can salvage without getting higher up on the boards for, signal data, which requires a little bit of spending and or your rewards from that stuff, you have to use your older signal data. I agree with Scribe. You should use fragmented signal data. You get a ton of it when you. The other two, the drop rate is horrible, so you should never do incomplete or flawed. But fragmented signal data, you do 3/100 a day, you're going to get an ass load of that stuff, and you can change that into
like seeing
your stuff.
this, I'm actually like, maybe we'll get even more than like 100 a time.
That's
But
what I'm thinking.
I know we're probably getting corrupted signal data from Coliseum.
Yes, in other
But they're
places.
giving us a way to also make it. Specifically, all the whales like Arnold who have 5,000 a piece of each.
Don't want to know what I.
And you probably have like 1,000.
No, actually, the one thing that, like, for the Relic 9s, I have an
10,000?
asher ton of card text, but because of all the Relic 9s and stuff I've done here of late, my signal data is low. So, this one I'm going to be kind of watching. We need some more information on this one before we make a final call on the new corrupted signal data. So there you go. All right. In addition to the scavenger, raid shipments are being updated. Now, this one I really like a lot.
This is like the best part.
Yeah. Electric Conductor and Zimbital cards are being changed from Mark III raid tokens to MK2. Great change.
Thank God.
You get 75 MK2 raid tokens each and 100 of the raid token each of these Zimbitals, which is fantastic. That is a fantastic change. I love this one. Carbonite circuit board, bronzium wire, chromium transistors, and aluminum heat sinks are being changed from MK2 to MK1. Love this change too. You can see the for each raid token associated.
Finally, we're not in bronzium hell anymore.
Right. So you use your token, you get the thing, you get the stuff. Yes. These gold.
Erodium heat sinks is still better just to buy the hollow.
Yes. Yeah. The
things
shower
to buy.
drains, all that stuff. Yes. Please do not.
But bronzium and carbonite, you're finally not in hell anymore.
Yes. So this is a fantastic change.
Yes.
This is my favorite part of the post.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
say.
100%. Electrium and Zimbital's finally getting out of that tier 3
Oh,
is so
good.
amazing.
That is so good. And the goal here is to make relic materials easier and cheaper to acquire. Well, they did that. Updated rarity requirements. The number of stars required for certain relic amplifier levels has been reduced as well. Now, we saw previously they changed the star levels. You could take them up to a certain amount of relics. Well, that's changed now with the introduction of this. So, Relic 4 only requires 5 stars. This is reduced from 6. Relic 5 only requires the character be at 6 stars, reduced from 7.
That is crazy for old journeys.
Yep, and Relic 6 is now the first Relic Amplifier level to require for 7 stars. So, there you go. So that's a nice change as well. While we lift the floor of relics for many players, we also want to raise the ceiling with the introduction of Relic 10. Earned from error shipments, so there you go. Relic 10 materials will be the most valuable for players competing at a high end of Grand Arena Championships and Territory Wars. While new units and content are exciting for our veteran players, the competition at the top of our PvP mode is what drives the site for many of our top players. Increasing the accessibility of Relic 9 means players should feel more comfortable with pushing their competitive squads higher relic. This is some major context for why Relic Delta is important and why the access relics is becoming easier. Speaking of which, Relic Delta. Alright, here we go. Smeagol, my only problem with the relic gear changes is that they might have made getting 12 mats worse. Well, we'll have to see because they're changing a bunch of stuff. We got to see the mats and all that stuff. But I mean, again, if you're not using all your other stuff for like gear 1 through 11,
What they should do is just double that gear.
yeah, pretty much.
They should also just have doubled that gear as well.
Again, they're addressing the PvP thing, but they're not doing. I'm just gonna let it be. Let it be.
This is Relic Delta. These are the final numbers. We've talked about them ad nauseum. If you want to know about Relic Delta, I was a beta tester, just like Scribe and everybody else. These are the final numbers, and I'm just going to break it
Ranger's
down.
already read this post in the big one.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
I've read it 8 times.
so I think you said 6. Did you read it 2 more times since then? You drunky fool.
probably.
Yes, okay, that's what I thought.
I'm gone. I'm gone. You can count for me. You can count.
We got you. All right, so these are the final numbers. Basically, for my testing, yeah, the master beta, indeed, very neat. So basically, what they've created here is if you're within 3 relic deltas, you're going to be fine with most of your stuff, right? If it starts getting tricky, starts getting bad at 4 and 5 is out of the question. Just don't bother. There is a 1 or 2 teams we tested that could maybe, because like you get the resistance, with the turn meter, depending on modding, things of that nature. But you're gonna want to be within 3 relic levels. Like if someone's at relic 10 and you're relic 7, you're gonna be fine. I can't count for RNG, but just the testing that we did, you're gonna be okay. Doesn't mean you're gonna win, but you're gonna have a good shot at winning. And I think that's the point. That was my big thing when we did relic delta. My big thing is like when it was 3 relics or less, I'm like, this shit's too high, lower it. Shit's still too high, lower it. Your shit's still too high, lower this stuff. So yeah, but they want relics to mean something. It's what it is. The good news is, guys, we're not getting surprised by this. This isn't just the first time we're seeing this. We've had this for a long time. We know what to expect. We know what the numbers are. So with the changes they're saying, getting people to relic 7 should be a hell of a lot easier, that you can go and still compete against anybody that you might come against that has relic 10 and all that stuff down the line. If you're relic 4 and they have relic 7, you should still be able to compete. Can't guarantee you're going to win, but you got a fighting chance depending on datacrons and other stuff, right? What's your investment in that team? So mods still make a big difference. So yes, that's all relic delta. I've talked at it ad nauseum. I don't think anybody here wants to get any more into relic delta. It's coming.
No.
We're going to deal with it. We will adjust as we always do in the community.
We've spent enough streams talking about it.
Yes. So
Let it be.
moving on. Episode track updates. This release also contains a number of changes to the episode track. With the release of air levels, a variety of air materials will be added to the episode track. The Pass and the Pass Plus will contain even more air materials to accelerate your marquee upgrades and help you climb the Coliseum leaderboards. Additionally, Relic 1 to 5 materials and Tier 1 to 3 stone data will replace gear on the free episode track. We already talked about that. Overall, this adds more value to the episode track, the Pass, and the Pass Plus, while the price will stay the same. So that's the big thing. They're making all these changes. The price is still going to be the same. So that's really good. Galactic Challenge episode points migration. With this release, we are discounting Galactic Challenges in their current form and adapting their Galactic Challenge system to create new area challenges as detailed below. Episode points awarded for these feats have been fully distributed across episode quests. Only the points for feats requiring episode pass ownership will apply to quest requirement. Specific point changes to episode quests are as following. And you see the numbers here. And then there's the daily quest. You can see the numbers here. So basically, we already talked about this. This is just breaking it down.
Everything's just being put back into that.
Yes. So there's nothing more we need to talk about this.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
Because no more Galactic Challenges, just have to do the daily quests and dailies.
Get your goodies. All right. Lightspeed tokens. Future Lightspeed tokens will have tiers updated to better match current character power levels. These consumables still instantly upgrade characters, but now grant higher gear and relic tiers. I love this change. Note that this does not affect any existing Lightspeed tokens. So if you got some right now, sorry, they're not going to change. So if you get the tier 1, the new Carbonite is 85, 3 stars, gear 12, and you get everything ability level 3, and it just basically goes up to 4 stars, relic 1, level 4. You get the Chromium, relic 3, ability level 5, 6, and if you get one at 7 star, the Kyber, you get 7 stars, relic 6, and abilities all max to level 7. So that's a very nice change. So, and all other upgrades granted by each Lightspeed token remain the same. So there you go. So we'll talk about this a little bit, and when we get to one of the things that they're doing. The anniversary era. For our 10-year anniversary, we wanted to do something special with our marquee characters. We looked at characters that were in the game in our original launch back in 2015 and paid homage to them with new characters that have a modern place in Swgoh meta. The ones we chose all focused on either lifting squads that we feel could use a little help in certain areas and building entirely new squads out of currently homeless characters. So what are we getting? Stormtrooper Luke. Red 5. Stormtrooper Luke. One step away from Farm Boy Luke, this somewhat short stormtrooper makes Stormtrooper Han and Princess Leia part of the real Rebel squad, along with R2D, Toa, and Old Ben prior to unlocking Leia Organa. What a great addition! Thank God.
I actually expect Stormtrooper Luke to also be a part of Leia Organa's team as well.
I said that today. Too,
No,
with you.
I don't. I don't. With how much they like do like mechanics and stuff, it'll be like if Luke is in the league. That's what I'm concerned about. Maybe they won't, but
I really hope not, because her 4th and 5th is so random.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know who her 1st and 2nd are.
Either
But
Jen.
depending on the team
Yeah.
you're fighting. Oh, okay.
Luke
sorry.
Skywalker here to rescue you. IG-90
interrupt.
is basically, he's going to be the tank for Afra. Love it. Fantastic. We've been asking for that for a long time. Perfect. Yoda and Chewie. This one I didn't see coming. Take Clone Wars Chewbacca, add one Jedi Master, and bake into a powerful addition to Tarful's.
It actually makes sense, because wasn't he the first legendary character?
Was Tarful?
Yoda.
I don't remember.
I
Yoda?
thought it was Palpatine. Was
Or
no,
Yoda,
no.
Yoda. Okay.
Yeah, it was Yoda then Palpatine.
Yeah, Yoda was the first, and Chewie's the first character one of the first characters you get. Perfect combination.
Asajj Ventress, Dark Disciple.
As he take it away.
He's not reading. I have to read it.
Oh.
I mean, I can read it.
Okay, read the Asajj Ventress one, you little schnurfer. I know you're excited for this one.
What's on the screen?
Yes, where it says Asajj Ventress, Dark Disciple.
Asajj Ventress.
Oh, never mind.
Dark Disciple.
I made a bad choice.
As a bounty hunter, Asajj Ventress looked for a place to belong as she made her way through the galaxy, much like the Scion whose squad she'll join.
Thank you, Disney.
You're all welcome.
And there was much rejoicing. Oh God.
I
was hoping for a more colorful, happy, squealy reading, but we got the sexy.
Oh no! We're getting the
sex-
sexy reading, and you want to know why?
Why, Disney?
Because if there was a fictional character that I could cheat on you with, it would be her.
I'm curious.
Oh,
Asajj Ventress. I wouldn't be mad.
And you will give me permission to do that.
I don't have to give you permission. When do I ever need to give you permission?
What's going on?
Oh my God. All right, moving on. Inquisitor.
I would hit that like the fist of an angry god.
That
I'm
you-
just saying.
Oh,
Go on.
That's your waifu. You have to accept waifu. You have a waifu too. I know you do. Not Marin. No, she loves Marin. Inquisitor Barris. As Barris Offee falls from grace, should be part of the strong Inquisitor squad in 3v3, as well as for Sir Junda and the unaligned. Darth Vader's dual end. Yes. As a stranger steals away Vader's apprentice from legend, this elite marquee master, and we'll be joining. Basically, it's joining the Empire squad with Palpatine and RJ to form a new squad, because we're going to get the stranger with
Spider legs, Maul.
Spider legs.
Spider
Spider
legs,
legs
Maul.
does whatever
Spider
Spider leg
legs,
Maul
Maul.
does.
Spider Maul does whatever Spider Maul.
I am not.
Yes.
We
yes.
are not doing that costume, by the way. We are abso-fucking-lutely not.
Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Well,
No,
good
you're
luck with
not.
that shit. We will not be assisting you in
Thank
any
God,
way.
no Mai or whatever her name was from the Acolyte.
I know
Thank
that
God.
one shocked me. I really thought we were gonna get Osher and May, because they said Dark Disciple, but it's like, well, it's gonna be Maul.
This
Hate-
is so much cooler.
Hate-fueled Maul. We have to make sure we
This is-
clarify.
This
The
is
different
so
Mauls,
much
This
cooler.
is hate-fueled Maul. He's not happy, Rainbow Bright Maul. This is I hate everything.
When did we ever have a rainbow bright
I'm
Maul?
just saying.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. You know.
The only thing that I'm upset about is the fact that he's gonna be with the stranger and not Savage. But I guess I can live with it since.
Well,
he's
you
No,
get
that tracks.
but you got the other version of Maul that you can use with Savage.
Yeah, but he needs an Omicron.
I know, but I'm just saying they've got the.
What they
things
need to
and
do is
stuff.
give like some of the OG characters Omicrons for the anniversary as well. I want Clone Wars Chewie to like give Padme's team their like blue buff doesn't expire even when they use it.
Chewy, do you think with the light speed tokens they'll be adding the whole tag, or will they not allow legendary journey? They're not going to allow legendary journey characters for that. No way. Okay, rebuilding his broken body from scrap metal and pure rage. The former Sith apprentice Maul will seek out a stranger to give him new purpose and lead him in battle. The Air Journey event will now begin with the 5th Marquee unit's release. This allows you to unlock the Air Journey Guide unit at 4 stars and gain enough shards to get 5 stars. When the final Air Marquee unit releases, you can play that last tier of the Journey event, get enough shards for 6 star and 7. Like the Air Marquee companions, the Air Journey Guide also uses air levels until the air. Go.
All legendary characters now will be 4-star unlocks.
Pretty cool.
Love it.
All right. Then they get into the Coliseum bosses. If you care, you care. But you know, it's
and those are going to be the ones cycling daily.
Yeah, but we'll eventually get new bosses and new things to fight.
Yeah,
and
every
tear
era.
up. And I like that because it doesn't get dry like the raid. You know, we do the raid. It's the same fight. And initially, you're like, hey, this is cool. We got to figure this out.
I mean, this is going to be the same fight just every 4th day.
Well, yes, but at
Ranger,
least it'll change, and then we get the new era,
Yes.
and it'll change again. Go ahead, troopers. More and more.
I want to. It's slightly off topic, but I just want one. It's like a 2-second thing. This brings my GL Maul theory coming with the Maul show to life. That's all I'm gonna say. Because Ahsoka required how many Ahsokas? How many Mauls are there in the game
I think
now?
last count there was 900 Ahsokas we needed. I can't remember.
Oh my! I can't stand it. You can't take me serious.
What? What just happened?
It's a positive vibes, and he's trolling me with my Maul.
That was not a troll at you. That was a dig at CG for the insane Relic 9s and all the Ahsokas we needed.
Oh,
Are
fair
you?
point.
What are you talking about? We're gonna need
Troopers,
3
we got to
Relic
work
10
on your outburst and control.
3 Relic 10 moles.
I love his outbursts. You-
I would relic 10 all the Mauls.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
serious. I'm
I-
just saying 3 Ahsokas were required for GL Ahsoka. Now we're having the
and
third
and I
Maul.
would R10 all the Ahsokas and all the mommies because you know
Well,
that's literally all I care about in this game
yes,
anymore.
that was not a dig at you, troopers.
Thank you for clarifying.
That was a CG.
Troopers,
Troll.
if we were going to make fun of you, we would make fun of you, and you would know it.
I'm
when we-
aware.
Troll.
I'm aware.
Don't be hyper vigilant. Assume the best. Let's go on.
Yes, 10th anniversary quest celebration. Starting the release of this title update, we can continue over the next 6 months. We are releasing a series of anniversary quests that will appear in all player journey quests starting at player level 10. These quests will take a little longer to complete than a typical journey quest, but will be especially attractive for brand new or returning players, granting lightspeed tokens to accelerate them through unlocking a number of journey guide characters. This thing is extraordinary. This blew me away. That said, all players should see the some benefit for these quests. These quests will remain available until November 17th of 2026. You have a year to finish. Even if you start and you don't get back to it, and then you get back to it, you have a whole year to unlock all this stuff.
So
for these
many
characters.
Zetas.
So
Even Ranger
many.
may be able to.
I already have all this stuff, so I don't need it. Unless otherwise
No.
specified, Lightspeed tokens rewarding these quest lines upgrade the character to 7-star and Gear 12. Relic 0. Why didn't you just say Relic 0? With all abilities upgraded to maximum level. So this includes Zeta upgrades, but not Omicron upgrades, but below total rewards granted by each quest chain that you can finish. So, chain 1, just to give you an example, it goes down the line. The first 2 are for basically the Phoenix team. And for each of the quest chains, you get 10 Zetas and 3 Omicrons. You get the one for Ezra, Chopper, Sabine, Hera. Then you get to 1C, then you get to Captain Rex, and then you
Which
get
is crazy.
yes, and then you get a Rebel Lightspeed token, which you can use on any Rebel. And then you get an Emperor Palpatine Lightspeed token.
Legendary.
This is fantastic. And it doesn't stop there. Then they get into the Ahsoka, Jedi Anakin, May, Shock, Keller and back. Then you get a
You
Jedi
get
Lightspeed.
JMY.
Then you get JMY.
You literally get Inquisitors.
You get Inquisitors that does the same thing, getting you into an Empire Lightspeed token that you can use on any character, and R2D2. You get Princess Leia, Luke, Obi-Wan, Stormtrooper Han, and we're only into February, guys.
You get a bunch of bounty hunters.
We
get the
got
whole
baguettes.
dam,
We got croissants.
You got the whole
We got
dam,
all the good bread.
and then I think it's like 100 plus Zetas.
Yeah, and then you get the bounty hunters for Chewie, so you knock that out. You get the Mandalorian stuff, and then you get the Mandalorian shit, which is fantastic. Beskar armor, Lando. So all those teams you get if you just do the quest. You get those characters at what they said, Relic Zero, right? You get the Lightspeed Boken. They're at Relic Zero. Again, all those farms that you would use on your old, all this old gear we were talking about, that shit's gone. Kids, I can't stress this enough. If you do not have these characters, please work on this stuff. This stuff is free money.
Hey, if anybody's been wanting to start a new account, this is like the actual best time to start.
Yeah, I'm good with one account. Yeah, I'm good with one account.
No, I know, but if people for some crazy reason, people have like multiple accounts for this game, and if they want to keep doing that, like this
God
is
bless
like
them.
the best time.
God bless him, man. Look at Troopers over there. He's thinking about another account. Look at his mind. His brain splitting as we speak.
I'm just
having a
imagining
connection.
doing two conquests,
Yeah, 2 conquests sounds awful.
2 grand arenas, getting out GP'd by 7 million.
7 at that point it's probably 10 million. You're like at 1 million and you're against like at 11 or 12 million.
Stop. I'm gonna start yelling and drinking. I don't need to. Go on, Ranger. Ranger.
I'm interested in what these dismantle into, what like tier these are considered, or if they're gonna have their own special tier for dismantling.
So good, man. Yeah, I know. But I'll take the free stuff and just salvage it, and whatever I get, I'll be happy. That's if
it looks like it's like kind of between carbonite and bronzium, but at the same time it's 7 stars max level, including Zetas.
Yeah, so it'd be kind of nice. And Desi left because she has something funny for.
Oh no, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Oh, I agree.
It's very quick BRB.
Okay, BRB. You had something for Lady Geek?
Oh, yeah, but that's for chat.
Oh.
It's not for
Oh.
voice.
He said, "Screw you, Ranger."
Well, no, it's not screw you, Ranger. It's just this won't be interesting.
Lady Geek's more important, and I agree. So.
Oh no, it just won't be interesting to people who aren't IT. That's all.
Yeah. All right, Pillars of Seasonality. Galaxy Heroes evolved so much over the 10 years. As we looked at the future of the game, we wanted to build an ecosystem where all players can enjoy the latest content together. We established a few pillars for this ecosystem, eventually called Era Seasonality, around which all of our design decisions were based on where we looked for guidance whenever an issue popped up. Let's walk through the following 4 pillars to understand why they exist. So they want to be seasonal play for all players so everybody can get the new stuff, right? They want to make sure that it's fun. They want to focus on fun and make sure that it's a fun gaming experience. I kind of agree with that because it's kind of got into the doldrums of boredom here. The Coliseum is part of that. Tell a Star Wars story, being more involved with the stuff's going on, getting that good Star Wars story. And, being the most efficient path for players' progress. That's pretty much self-explanatory. Then they get into the conclusion. So we made it, guys. We made it. I've been reading for
Just
2
took
hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, my voice hurts, but that's okay. This is worth it. We had to cover this. Troopers, are you going to literally have a conniption fit over there, man?
It's just like I'm like, yeah, all right, tell a story. Like when in the Bad Batch marquee event for Omega, we were fighting with the Bad Batch for the First Order inside the Geonosian droid factory. Yep.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to get away from that. Yeah.
Hey, Ranger.
Yes.
Hey, Ranger.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
Ranger.
How boring
Yes,
those
yes,
monkeys
snarf.
were.
Look at me, father!
Oh my God.
It's like I'm no. I remember
You're welcome.
distinctly 'cause
What a
I did
bargain.
I did a whole setup for my stream. I'm like, hey, this is gonna be cinematic. This is gonna be awesome. I earned the first tier. It's freaking Omega in the Bad Batch, and I see Hux and Kylo Ren unmasked on the other side in the freaking droid factory of Geonosis. Like, what is this?
Non-canon. That's what that is.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And it was the first one. The reason why, because I remember it was the first era marquee. Because I was like, oh, we're gonna be reliving this Bad Batch scene. Maybe we're gonna be facing Scorch, something like that. Nope.
I forgot about that.
I mean, you don't remember when the pirates in episode 3 went in and saved all the Jedi from Lord Schmader?
Right.
Ranger, I know you're trolling CG, but you're pissing me off too, bud.
Oh, I didn't ask.
He's not the one who made that choice.
I didn't make that choice. Why would you be mad at me? I'm just literally
We're
No,
poking
my
fun at the
anger-
thing.
troopers. I just co-signed by saying the example you gave. With
No. I know what you're doing, but it's just reminding me of all the anger I had this year as like the first time being a content creator, like doing all the live streams, thinking it's gonna be cinematic moments, and then I just get smacked in the face and just brought back to reality.
You know that anger leads to hate.
Oh,
And hate leads to orgies. That was the answer I was looking
Chewie, for
And
the
orgies lead to strife.
for. That's right.
It never
for
goes
the
well.
light speed tokens, there's not going to be a whole tag. It's just anything in Legacy. They said in the post when current eras become like move out, they're going to become Legacy.
All right, so let's go conclusiones. Hopefully this post provides you with a better understanding of how we made some of the choices we did for the monumental 10th year anniversary update. We want to move to a world where Galaxy of Heroes players, both new and old, are strategizing and playing together in the latest events and with the latest characters without feeling like they are missing out on their favorite Star Wars experiences. Where newer players can feel like they are contributing to guilds meaningfully without years of catching up while respecting our most engaged players who have been playing for years. Ultimately, seasonality needs to provide real progress towards your existing goals. We don't want you choosing between playing the latest cool stuff and actually preparing your roster for long-term success. It's a tough balancing act, and we know there'll be feedback on how we achieve this. It won't be perfect, but we are truly excited to continue the journey with you all. Thank you again for 10 years of amazing Hall Table stories. We could not have done it without you. Sincerely, the Swgoh Dev Team. So there you go. We got through it. Oh, God. Got through it. We got through it, team. We did it, guys. We worked hard.
We did it!
We read that entire goddamn thing.
You worked really hard. You did great.
You did great.
7
did
times.
Ugh.
7
And we're
times.
only slightly mad, and Troopers is more than slightly drunk.
He's just
I
a
think.
little drunk, a little agitated, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what Trooper.
No, I love you all. You know that.
We know
It's just
that.
when
I love you too.
when
What do
I
you mean?
smell bullshit, I can't hold it in that
You're not
much.
supposed to hold it. Well, you mean
To
sometimes
be,
you want
to
hold
be
it.
honest, troopers, you just remind me of Ranger like 6 years ago.
Yeah, that was
If we're being serious,
That's why he's the
this is
Padawan.
how this is how
Yes.
Ranger used to react, just sober.
Well, they also did a lot of stupid shit back then. My God.
So, all right, I'll ask this. I'll ask this for everybody. This is related to the post and everything. What was your favorite thing they addressed, and what's the thing that you're most skeptical about?
Well, for my response, I don't give a fuck.
Fair enough.
Next.
Next, okay, we'll go to boss after that.
Obviously it's the scrap with bronzium and carbonite and all that stuff moving to MK1 and MK2s. I'm just the most skeptical of how much signal data we're getting from those boxes.
Yeah, that's one of mine. Is this? What are those boxes going to have? And then the other one is that PvP shit they were talking about for the Coliseum and stuff.
The thing is, I'm not skeptical about that. I just know that's gonna be dog shit. Because we don't need any new PvP. We just need our current PvP.
Can we fix the old PvP? I don't think we didn't ask for new PvP.
Just fix the old PvP.
Yeah, can we fix some of the issues with the old PvP? Don't worry, I'll step their ass on it, guys. You have my promise on that, and I've been doing it for a long time, so don't worry. It will be
Oh, also, I saw a wild crumb in event server yesterday.
a wild
Crazy.
crumb.
I have not seen a wild crumb in a long time.
Yeah, he's
I
doing
thought
really
he
good.
died. Is he alive?
You thought he died? Why would you think that?
It's a freaking question. I don't know why you're getting on my ass about it. He's
But
dead
no,
as
Ranger,
here.
Ranger, I'm. He
went
just
right
like,
to death.
disappeared.
You went right to death.
He just disappeared.
Well, I know that, but he moved up. I've said it on
Valid
streams.
question.
It is valid. It
I
is
know,
valid.
but to think he died, or I mean, maybe a new job, or he moved, or something. Yeah, just death, automatic death with troopers. Did he die? Wow, that's where you went first. Okay, no, he's moved up the chain in CG. So, and he's doing very well. Baby's doing well. So yes, he is very much alive, troopers.
I
and
was
breathing.
I hadn't seen him in a long time in event server.
Well, yeah, that's really not his gig. He does it a little bit now, once he can, but he's got a whole new role and stuff, and so yeah, I've talked with him many times, and he's doing fine.
What I'm most excited about and skeptical, I'll start with excitement, is definitely the I'm hoping that we actually feel immersed in these events, right? And I like how they said they will loan some characters in the events so that we're not going in with Chewbacca and Yoda, like the Chewbacca Yoda combo with Stormtrooper Luke, and then all of a sudden you see Darth Vader on the same team. I hope it's going to be more cinematic because I like to immerse in the game. I like to feel as if I'm replaying something. So I'm most excited about that. What I'm most skeptical about is from the post. I'm going to throw out GAC. We're not getting into that.
Nope.
What I'm most skeptical about is how is the reward structure going to look in the new game mode of Coliseum for the leaderboard? How is that going to work if everyone has the same strategy? Okay, if we all tie, are we going to have the same amount of rewards? Like, oh, it's a tie, blah, blah. Or are they going to cut people off by GP? That would piss me off. That's my biggest concern right now, because that's the new economy. Everyone's going to be chasing it.
Or is
it
going to be how it was in old raids, where it was purely random?
I would hate that. I would hate that.
I know, like, we don't want the Lord Vader from that event. Hell
Yes,
no.
the thing was that it's gonna be balanced correctly, because at least in the new stuff, the loaned characters will be the same level, and they're not gonna have to take into account mods to make the events.
I don't get that. I don't get it. Why can't we use mods to maybe
they don't want
have our own unique?
No, they're going to use other things. They were very clear about
because
that.
they want to balance the thing for one permutation.
Yeah,
I think that's
correct.
Boss, do you really trust them to balance? They haven't even fixed the balance in Grand Arena. It's been 3 years.
Oh, it's been longer than that, my friend.
It's been longer than that. But
since
right,
their change.
but this is
no, it's been longer.
They've been able to balance PvE stuff a lot easier than PvE.
I guess.
We'll see.
That's the thing is, I'm fine with how they're gonna balance the PvE. They've balanced PvE pretty well.
Yes.
It's PvP that they just can't get correct.
Can't seem to nail it, and
which is why I want them to do nothing with that new PvP thing. I want that thing to just die. I want them to fix what we already have.
Yeah, the Peach GAC gave you wins if your opponent couldn't. Yeah, I mean, there's just stuff like that. I don't want to see any of that crap. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'm very excited. I'm very positive. A little bit of caution on some of the stuff that we talked about. But I think this is a new change, a new era. Someone said it in the chat. This is Swgoh. This is Swgoh 2.0. Kind of feels that way with a lot of this stuff, but there's still a lot of work to do. Don't get me wrong. A lot of changes, a lot of good changes, some scary changes, some changes I'm kind of skeptical on, but overall I'm very positive about that.
There's more positive than negative.
Yes. I mean,
oh, definitely. I will give them that. I will give them a lot of things I've seen.
But the thing was, it would be a lot more negative than positive if they had not originally announced and had Delta actually tested.
Can you imagine if I was reading this right now when he said, by the way, here's Relic Delta?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty
much.
So big shout out to all the testers. You know, everybody contributed to making that happen, and I'm hopeful that in the future we're able to do more testing for you guys on this stuff.
I'm also hopeful from what they said about making conquest easier.
Yes.
From what they said, I really hope some of these.
That's what they said. They already said it. Well, the feats are going to be stupid. I think what they meant by easier is like you're getting through the battles easier.
No, I think they were also talking about making some feats easier, and I swear, if we don't have to do some of the stupid farm and debuff feats, I will.
Yeah.
I would be so happy. I'm fine with doing battles, but I hate doing farm feats.
Yeah.
Well, the issue Ranger and I had was when it was like stupid feats where it's like the brand new character on the boss nodes. It's like, okay,
Well,
really?
that's always been that way. Like this last conquest wasn't.
No, but it'll be a lot. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot easier now.
I think so too.
They said R5 is gonna be maximum in hard, right? I think that's what they said.
They're changing the and they're still
I
working
think
out
R5
the details
across
of
the
that.
board.
Yeah.
Didn't it now? I think even without 7-starring, I think at 4-star now you can now go up to R4.
Yeah. So it'll
I
be
733. You either have them at 7 stars or you don't have. Right.
3-star, 3 stars. You get them at.
SM33. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like these like SM33 is one of the sector feats. It's win 10 battles with him. You either have him or you don't.
That's true.
But that's always going to be that way. I mean, that's not changing Conquest since Conquest was introduced. The newer stuff will always have to be in there. Where
Don't say that, Ranger. Don't say that because Cat, it was not like that with Commander Ahsoka Tano. It was not.
I
like
know,
that.
but since then, you know what I'm saying, troopers. That has been, that was a newer one, where but they created the dynamic that for some of the feats, the newer shit's going to be a part of it, whether you like it or not. It's a way to make you have to think about that pressure.
Let's hope if they're making this to make us spend more time in the game, that they'll decrease it and go back to an easier conquest.
But they made a point of like, we don't want you to have to spend more time.
That's
yeah,
right.
so
I
if
think
we
it's
go
changing.
back to like at conquest, my gosh, life
would be great.
Life would be.
We will see how it plays out.
We'll see.
Life would be a dream. If
we still have another conquest. We still have this conquest and another conquest before we even have to think about conquest. And then when it comes out,
that's true.
No, we have 2 more conquests, Ranger. Not just this one. We have 2 more for the stranger.
Yeah, we have 2 more than just this one.
What do you mean?
This is only the first stranger.
This is only the first one for the stranger.
The
It's coming after the season of stranger.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought this was number 2.
Yeah, we're getting the character in like January. Which makes sense.
I have a lot of data
Maul's
in my
showing
head
up.
right now.
Because that's when Maul's showing up. So
You're right.
What I am curious about is how are they going to do Datacrons now? And I brought this up to Womprat on his stream. We had a nice discussion about it. Since they're releasing all these characters into legacy events all at once, are Datacrons now just going to be focused on these legacy characters? Is that what they're going to do?
I mean, Datacrons will still do the Datacron thing. I mean,
no, but the thing is, they won't, because some of the Datacrons that they have been doing, like the Kix Datacron, you can't do that anymore because you're not going to be able to use those new characters for
True.
And I think they've kind of gotten away with that because you saw them initially do it, but if you notice the recent FDCs, No,
I'm not talking about FTCs. I'm talking about the specific ones that you.
But
get
you know what I'm talking about, like
No,
overall,
I have nothing. I don't think FTCs are changing. I'm Troopers more talking about like Great Mother's Datacron, Oppo Datacron, Kix Datacron.
Yes.
The general ones.
Yeah.
No, not the ones where the whales buy
Where
them
it's
and get
tied to the
R5.
marquee at 7 stars.
But
Okay. So the generally accessible ones that are actually good.
Yes, those ones.
But you won't have to worry about that.
You won't
because,
see those anymore.
Yeah, you'll wait till after the characters get introduced, and they'll introduce Datacrons at the same time for when those characters come into Legacy.
We won't know until we can tickle them.
Maybe there'll be an event at the very end for the era. That then, if you have the 7-star Relic 5,
Say it. Don't finish that sentence, boss.
I
mean, it'll be
we
no
have
different.
a lot of very fun things that we can discover here, right?
we
There's
don't
so
know how
much
to
room
work.
to just
I mean,
dabble.
if they get rid of all of these marquee Datacrons. I mean, the last couple have not been amazing. I mean,
No.
to be honest, kicks I kind of like blew through today. Appo's was like good for like 2 weeks, and then people figured out how to play against it. I mean, really, it was just Great Mothers was the worst thing to ever come to this game besides the Dodge Cron.
I loved
Dark
that
side vision
cron.
rape. Dark side vision rape.
But
Don't-
that's a focused Datacron, not a fully pay, get it maxed out as soon as you get it.
And well, we should be getting the next set of Datacrons next week. That's also the thing because
That's true. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get an announcement of the next set of
Mhm.
Datacrons.
And we'll just like we always do, but we'll see the trend of what Datacrons are going to do. But
We'll
again,
test it. We'll play with it. It'll be a good time.
there'll
until
be
it's
hugs and
not.
kisses, dogs sleeping with cats, full Armageddon, you know, the whole works. So
Dogs sleeping with cats.
that's from Ghostbusters.
I don't think. I don't.
I'm sorry, dogs
You're that
living
old?
with cats.
Thank you.
Ghostbusters was from like the 50s, right?
From the 50s.
Oh.
Like with the no, I'm not
Troopers?
strong. Look, I mean serious, like because it's with the little old van that's like rusted and stuff, and it has like the laser
Stop,
thingies.
No, just
Ranger, all you.
no, troopers. That's wrong, buddy. It's
I
from
thought it was from like the 80s.
it's from the 80s, correct, boss.
Still
Everything
old.
I understand.
Well, I'm
but
sorry,
it's
you're
from
still
this-
in the sperm stage for us old fogies in the chat right now. So
It's around the same time of Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Just old.
Yeah.
When you've lived 30 years, you can
I'm getting
appreciate
there.
30 years.
I'm almost there.
almost
Double
there.
That's all I'm saying.
Just a little further. Just a little further. Okay. All right. We're gonna open it up.
Bill
to chat.
fucking Murray, absolutely contingent. Thank you.
I know, contingent. So if you have any questions, get those in now. You guys have been doing a good job of interacting and saying stuff. We've been answering as we've been going along and reading your comments and stuff. But if you have any questions, we're gonna go a few more minutes here because I got to get Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf to bed on time. We have to make sure she gets her beauty rest.
That's not happening.
Yeah,
Okay,
Desi
Desi is
already
not-
said that she has something for me after, so
Yes,
Well,
I do.
then she can go to sleepy. So again, get your stuff in basically. Trying to wrap things up. So if you have any final calls, questions, comments, all that stuff, get that in now.
yeah. Can't get over it.
I think we're okay. Give it another minute, but yeah, I think we're good. I mean, we went through the entire post, so
Mm-hmm.
this will go on YouTube. It'll be immortalized. That's everything I do on the internet. And so if you want to go back and watch it and get all the bits that you might have missed, that's okay. You can do that too. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and if you need us for anything, we're always in Discord. We're chilling. We're chilling like villains.
Oh, also the Extra Life charity drive starts the 8th.
Yep.
That is a thing that is happening. Yes.
That's one thing that's starting as well.
Oh, speaking of charity, may I for a moment?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say a big ass thank you to everybody in the community who made last Friday such a huge fundraising night. Y'all mean the world. Y'all did so great. I also want to say a big thank you to Troopers because you're here. And I'm saying a thank you to Womp Rat, even though he's not here. You two made that whole night work, and I cannot express my appreciation enough. We did good, guys. We did good. All together, we did good. And just thank you. And I'm gonna make sure that you get to meet Ahsoka. Troopers.
Well, I will speak on behalf of the community and say thank you to you and Ranger for putting that all together because you guys brought us together for a great cause and you guys made it engaging, fun. You promoted something that needs to be discussed and you brought awareness, but you also had made it fun. You made it engaging and Desi did an amazing job on the makeup. Ranger, the costume best mall cosplay I've ever seen. I'm not just saying that because you're my friend. It is the best.
Oh, no, everybody
My
said the same.
coworkers lost their
Did
absolute shit.
amazing.
Absolute shit. Like, a lot of them were like, why aren't you working for Disney? I'm like, because I don't want to do that with my life, but thank you. It was super sweet. It was super flattering.
But great
But-
job. Seriously, both of you.
But
Good job, Al.
we did the good work for the good cause, and that is what matters to me.
Big
And
shout out
y'all
to-
showed up for us.
Yeah, big
Thank
shout
you.
out, big shout out to everybody. Kadar also, Egnards came in for a little bit. Scribe was there for a
Yep.
long time. So all those guys deserve a big shout out. All right, I'm not seeing that. Yep, great job, Trooper says Lou Dog. Yep. All right, I'm not seeing any of their questions and stuff. So let us end the festivitas. As I'm gonna go put my knee up and relax and do all the stuff and things. I'll be back tomorrow for my GAC. It's a Thirsty Thursday. Yar! And then tomorrow night we'll do some more
Yar.
Baldur's Gate 3 with the goddess herself, Alchie Dumpling. We have fun on Thursday nights. You're welcome to join us doing Baldur's Gate 3 and just being nerds, just being big old nerds.
And may I personally say, if you guys are D&D enjoyers, or if you just love hearing a story play out, Saturdays on RSG are a very good time. The D&D campaign is getting interesting, and I might be showing up in the next few weeks.
Oh my god!
Ow.
I would wreck D&D. I would dominate.
Anyway,
Can negative Nancy up here?
well, you say you
I
would
mean-
dominate. I'm not saying you wouldn't do good, but you're not gonna dominate. If I was your DM, I'd put you in your place immediately.
Yeah, and I would escape.
But
I
if
would
he was
escape.
playing with you guys, you wouldn't be the DM.
Thank God.
Blah.
But anyway, with that, we're gonna wrap it up. No one's doing this logo at the moment, I think. Oh, Zareth is. We can go raid Zareth. There we go. I'm doing another game, and then all of a sudden it said Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I'm like, okay, well, that changed. So let's raid Zareth because we love it. And it's dry.
Good night, Lady Geek. It's always a delight seeing you here, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for relating to me on that thing. You know.
Yep. If you want to go do that, everyone on Twitch is going over to Zareth. You guys can have fun there. And yeah, there you go. And I'm sure he's doing his GAC. We'll do mine tomorrow. It'll be fun. And we'll get through this. Keep hoarding. Keep doing what you need to do. We love you guys.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Loosen up. So with that, love you guys. Have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.